You two clocking big tigers going and tell a friend to tell a friend. You tell a friend. You're gonna keep the main thing. Prime time is right on time. Colorado about to shine. We're getting comfortable, real comfortable. It's colder and bolder because we iced out. In our LV where we make big bag deals, turning 5 stars to superstars. Travis Hunter, yo YouTube, let's start it off right. Let's light the tiger up. Hit the like button. Big Tiger is coming to the stage. Get the lights up. We repping the 229. DJ promo on the ones and twos. LG dropping the hot news. Jerome's in the house. Watch your mouth. We about to get the show started. Promo said we going 12 and 0. LG got the ingredients for the show. Chef Jerome is in the kitchen cooking. Sexy ladies, how you doing? Good looking. Big Tiger on the prowl. We will be here for a while. Georgia Power keeps us rocking. The Big 12 conference, keeping it pumping. College football, Colorado not stopping. We repping the South, but the kings of the North. New York is definitely in the house. We big in Texas, hot in Arizona. They know us in DC, Atlanta, ATL. Tell Coach Dale to give them hell. Ferrari Brown about to turn the Syracuse around. Put your wrist in the air. We doing the Shador over here. Fourth quarter, big legendary game. Winning drivers this year were big legendary. We tried to take the high road, but we don't know the address. Big Tiger friends are going in. Tell a friend to tell a friend. YouTube, lock in. Big Tiger is going in. We talking football for the people in the back that don't know how to act. Subscribe and hit the like button. Keep the comments coming. We appreciate the crowd participation. VIPs, hit the super chat. We like that. Big Tiger is now live. Hit the like button to light the tiger up. Do you believe now? Fuck.
So my mic was muted that whole time. That wonderful intro that I had. Look here, man. Hey, they out here robbing. They out here robbing players, y'all. They out here robbing players. Ferrari Brown just got hit. Do it. I guess not. Here we go. All right, here we go. Ferrari Brown got hit first, number 1 wide receiver. Give it up. I need $2 million to make this deal happen. Now his 0-star D lineman, 0-star, end up being a phenom. I think he was first team or second team, all ACC. Just hit the portal. They out here robbing, y'all. They out here robbing. Anybody can get it. Tennessee can get it. Hey, Tennessee just got it. Give it up. Give it up. They even in Coach Prime pockets right now, y'all. They even in Coach Prime pockets. I'm going to tell you something. Y'all got to watch out. Y'all got to watch out for them Cowboys. Them Cowboys are coming. We're gonna talk about the Cowboys tomorrow. The Cowboys are coming. Hey, Mike Vick, Deshaun, I might have something for y'all. And for y'all that don't know, Mike Vick has a TV series coming out now on BET. Let me put this on the side over here. Let me get myself on the side over here. It's kind of small right there. I want to be up kind of high. That's still kind of small. I like to be a little bigger than that. Can I get it? I can't do it. Let me see. Nope, it won't let me do it. It won't let me do it. All right, so hold on, y'all. Let me get right. Let me get right. So what's going on right now? Is this thing on? Is this thing on? All right, we good. Yeah, I get excited, y'all. I'm trying to get everything right. I'm getting excited. And I forget to unmute my mic. I forget. But okay, so Mike Vick has a deal with BET. Now, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Kind of like how Coach Prime has a deal with Prime. He can still put out stuff. I hope Mike Vick didn't sign a deal that limits what he can put out. That's how the record labels and stuff do it. They'll do a deal with you, but now with the deal, you can only do what they say you can do. So I hope he don't get put in a deal where he can't move around freely, because I want to see his practices. His defense is flying around. I'm going to tell you something. I actually like watching Norfolk State defense better than I like watching Colorado defense and Jackson State defense. I'm just saying, they got a lot more energy. If you go watch Mike Vick, Norfolk State practices, watch how his defense fly around. They small, they little, they skinny, but they got attitude. They fly around and they hit. They fly around and they hit. What's going on, LG? Y'all hit the like button. Hey, Syracuse, we coming, dog. We coming. Hey, appreciate you, LG. You couldn't hear me, dog. Appreciate that. Hey, when I heard my phone going off, I knew something was going on. All right, so let me explain to y'all. I'm happy for Michael Vick with the BET deal, but at the same time, I hope it don't block him, because I had something for him and I had something for Mr. Jackson, Coach Jackson, Deshaun Jackson. I had something, and I had something for Ferrari Brown, because I know Coach Fran Brown don't really like being in front of the camera like that. He don't. I mean, he can do it, but that's not. He's not prime. He don't really care to be all in front of the camera. But I got somebody for y'all that loves to be in front of the camera. He loves to be in front of the camera. He's from y'all area. He's from the up north area. I don't know if it's New York but my man AJ Green, Coach Fran Brown, Coach Mike Vick, Coach Deshaun, Coach Eddie George, any coach, a coach in Maryland. If y'all need help to promote y'all program, you need to bring my man in. Yeah, actually, y'all need to sign him to a contract where he have to do so many games a year. Y'all homecoming, probably the first game of the season, and y'all rival game. Y'all need to have him doing so many games a year, or you might need to have him doing the games, not a blowout game, but a game that y'all think y'all gonna win. That's not a homecoming game, so y'all to be another game that might sell out. My man has over 1 million. I think he had 1.7 followers on YouTube. Look how these young kids. This is at the All-American game, Under Armour All-American game. Look how these young kids are hanging out with a dude and they feel comfortable with him, right? These are the best kids in the country. They know this dude. They follow this dude. So when they trying to jump schools and move around and all that kind of stuff, this is a big time connect. Coach Prime already had this guy at Jackson. Travis Hunter had I think one of his first NIL deals with J.Green. He had the hoodies. And y'all look at my man. He got these little kids on 10, bro. Look at it. How he got these little sayings and stuff. He got the turnover chain with the ooh-ee or whatever, however he say his little stuff. He keep it. He got the gloves. He got the different color gloves. I mean, they rocking his stuff, bro. He went to the Arizona game this year. Look how he giving the players fire. The players know who he is. It's lit. He in the locker room dancing with these kids, having fun with these kids. Ferrari Brown. Look, I'm telling y'all need to have this man in there. If y'all don't like the cameras and all that kind of stuff, he loves the camera. He know how to show out, and he connects with the kids. Look at this picture with him and Scatterboo. He putting the chain on Scatterboo. He's in the crowd with the people, connecting with the fans. And look how the little kids rock with him. And you be seeing the skedaddle and all that kind of stuff. The little kids, they rocking with him. So if you got this dude coming to your school doing stuff, the little kids are going to already be locked in. So, Deshaun, Mike Vick, Coach Brown, Coach Brown, and Eddie George. Y'all need to lock in, man. Lock in and bring my man in. And Big Hurt to the stage. What's going on, Big Hurt?
What's going on with you, man?
Hey, man. Hey, it's Friday. I got time, so we doing the show. What you got, bro?
Man, I'm just trying to check on the big tiger, man. You making moves out here, you predicting stuff, you putting it out there, you ahead of the curve, Shoot, I need to get a lot of along on that train, man. What's going on?
Hey, man, look here, bro. Me and Coach Hayes, we had a back and forth the other day, and I was just like, you tell me, Coach Prime is Coach Prime. Coach Prime is one of the players that nobody will ever forget, right?
Facts.
But when we watched the game, Coach Prime had maybe 6 moments during the game because they only threw at it maybe like 3 or 4 times. Then he had maybe like 2 pump turns, right?
Yeah.
Kickoff or something like that. So he was only able to affect the game maybe like 5 to 6 times out the game, maybe 10 if he had a good day. We would have some tackles and stuff like that, or if he played a little offense.
Mm-hmm.
But Mike Vick touched the ball every play.
Facts.
Mike Vick turned the whole city upside down, and he didn't just do Atlanta like that. He did Philly like that too when he went to Philly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he did Virginia Tech like that.
I was about to say in Virginia Tech too. Like that game when he lost to Florida State is one of the most exciting games. Like when you watch the game, you still feel like he gonna win, even though you know he lost.
Even watching it now.
You're watching it now. Yep. So Mike Vick has the same kind, or if not more of a bigger following for 2 reasons. One, he was a quarterback, and 2, he came out a few years after Coach Prime. He like 15 years after Coach Prime.
Yeah.
So these young kids actually still remember Mike Vick. They caught Mike Vick on the tail end. They can still go watch his highlights and all that kind of stuff. They hear when they start talking about Deshaun Jackson and Lamar Jackson and Cam Newton and Mike Vick, who was the best. So they're like, what? Let me go see who Mike Vick is.
Yeah. Yeah, Vick was a different breed, man. It's even with Lamar Jackson doing what he's doing and everybody else, it ain't Vick.
It ain't the same like Vick, right? It ain't the same. And the reason why I think that because Vic's arm was like John Elway, but then he had legs like Barry Sanders. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like you was getting best of both worlds when you watch Mike Vick.
He had that pop. It came off the screen.
Yeah.
Quick was quicker than everybody else. His fast was faster. It was like, what is this?
Exactly. So what I was telling my homeboy, like right now, how many people on the roster have came and Bucky and Webb, I see y'all, I'm gonna add y'all to the stage. How many people have came to play with Coach Prime? How many DBs that wore number 2 or wore number 21 that want to be just like Coach Prime?
Probably all of them.
Well, I'm gonna say this right here. Travis came in with number 12.
That's true. Well, I mean,
McLean came in with number 7.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if Nugget came in with number 4, you know what I'm saying? So honestly, Shiloh came in with number 21,
Yeah.
and Shador came in with number 2.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, these kids got their own number. When you go watch Michael Vick team, starting quarterback got number 7. The backup quarterback in high school had number 7. The third string quarterback in high school had number 7.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? All these dudes want to be Vic right now.
No, Vic was, if he wouldn't have had that mishap, Vic would have been different.
Vic was one of the first cats to do a two $100 million deals.
Mm-hmm. Well, I put it like this: if Vic would have had Andy Reid first, we have a different conversation about.
Boy, we have a whole different conversation because he did that with McNabb, but McNabb was like a Vic at Syracuse, running around throwing the ball like, you know, that's who McNabb was.
Look, Andy Reid, low key, he get to come to the barbecue. How about that?
I heard that. And little Bucky, put your number backstage, dog. I need your number, dog. Let me get your number. Put it backstage. But I'm about to bring y'all up. Hey, real quick, Hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing something. And Webb, I'm about to get it, y'all. Y'all hold on. Hold on. Let me scroll up. I got something I want to ask you about. All right, so the quarterback, I keep seeing this. Everybody keep putting this on this man. He broke college football.
Who?
Nico, the quarterback that's from Cali, that was in Tennessee, the same place I say I don't want Shador to go to because it's so bored and slow in country. Shador is not a marketing magnet in Tennessee like how he is in LA, like how he would be in Miami or Dallas or New York. He don't have the same effect with a bunch of country folks. You know what I'm saying?
Shador in Miami?
That's crazy. Shador in LA, Shador in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? That Shador in New York. That's gonna go. Even Shador in Dallas, but Shador in Nashville.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I mean he'll still get some love, but it ain't gonna be the same. Country folks don't want to hear rap music.
I don't even know I don't know their culture is a run culture over there. I don't know if they built for him to be throwing that ball.
Oh, that is kind of, you right, because they had Chris Johnson, then they had Big Boy Henry.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a lot of running. They had Eddie George on his tail end.
Was it Travis? It wasn't Travis. It was one dude that had Henry was last name too. He was a little shorter, but he was a monster back in the day.
Yeah.
Chris Brown and him was playing.
Yeah, I remember. I can't think. I think it was Charles Henry or Travis Henry or something
like that.
Yeah. You're right. But so tell me this. My man left Tennessee and got less money than he was making at Tennessee, right?
Okay.
They say his dad fumbled the bag.
Okay.
But he's a Cali kid. He went back home. He's going back to Cali.
Yeah.
Now you get to play for a coach that's from Cali that connect with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
This coach already had a quarterback that they brought in there, a 2-year starter quarterback from our old school at App State.
Yeah.
Now Joey might get bumped down, right?
Mm-hmm.
They burning his jerseys and everything, but I ain't seen no Georgia fans burning Beck jersey. He supposed to be the number 1 quarterback last year, on top of Shador, Cam Ward, Dart, all them boys.
Okay.
He got more money left Georgia. No, I didn't see nobody burn no jerseys. Pena, he was the number 1 receiver at Syracuse last year. When Fran got there, he had 22 catches.
Yeah.
Now, in 4 years, he had 22 catches. Fran Brown put him up. He got 78 catches. Now he won $2 million, and he out of there. I don't see nobody burning his jerseys.
Yeah. No, I see.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
so
see.
why did Nico break it when he wanted to go back home? You know how
Mhm.
far Tennessee is away from Cali?
It's all the way on the other side. It don't give too much further unless you go into Vermont or Maine or something.
I mean, we got my man right here that was a starter for Syracuse. He hit the portal because they
Mm-hmm.
got big boy coming in and he don't want to compete.
Yeah,
I ain't seen nobody say nothing about breaking no loyalty, none of that.
man, they not used to us being able to have the power in our hands to move. Just the mobility of you think I can't buy my jersey this year and know who's gonna be on the team before fall camp start. I think that's what's throwing a lot of people off, just the mobility of everybody. And some of these people that you're talking about, they not marquee. I'm pretty sure Buddy marquee.
But see, all right, now I'm glad you said that because my man right here, he was a zero star, right? So he blossomed and turned into something that
Okay.
nobody really know. But okay, so it ain't no loyalty there. Nobody ain't saying nothing about the loyalty,
No.
none of that. Pena, nobody know about Pena. Fran Brown put him on the map.
Man, I
Ain't
don't.
nobody ain't saying nothing about loyalty or none of that with these other kids.
Mm-hmm.
This guy right here was going at
Yeah.
Travis Hunter head.
Yeah.
Going at Travis Hunter. Him and Travis Hunter came out the same year. Guess what?
Uh-huh.
He was going at Travis Hunter. Going at him.
Mm-hmm.
He just hit the portal.
Yeah.
Just hit the portal.
They also mad that let's even take it around this. They are mad. There's certain people are mad because they cannot duplicate the loyalty, quote unquote, that a prime got. Prime ain't really lose his solids. They
Yeah.
lose one dude, and their whole program go to the end. You understand? You
And
understand? That's what I'm saying. I think that's what they know they can't replace Buddy, the one that just went to L.A.
yeah, see, kind of now I kind of see that. I kind of
Uh-huh.
see that, but also you can replace Beck. Beck was the number one quarterback last year.
But I heard a little bit about him. But my God, it's kind of it's hard to hear outside of the Colorado for me. There's a lot of it get real murky.
All right.
As far as like branding and name recognition. Honestly,
Hey, my man, Chef to the stage. What's going on, Rome?
What it do? What it do, man? How y'all brothers doing?
Hey,
all
we
right, man.
good. We
What's going
good.
on
Hey,
with you,
hey,
Doc?
Rome. Hey, go ahead and get your 2 cents in before I add. I'm finna bring Bucky and Webb up.
Okay. I
What's
just
up?
wanted to speak on the Vic and Prime situation real quick. You see, I got Mike Vick and Marcus Vick on the profile thing, man. So I'm a huge Vic fan. Uh, Vic was super exciting to watch, super talented. The dog situation messed it up. I don't think we got to see the great Michael Vick that we should have got to see, but we got to see some of his greatness, and it was still must see TV.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to these numbers, though, because I hear y'all talking about nobody wearing this prime number and this and that, and some boys wearing Vic number, I think that's cool. But realistically, you supposed to want to wear your dad number or your uncle number or your big cousin number. So
Yeah.
a lot of these kids who come in and they ain't going for a prime or Vic, they probably didn't have no father figure, or they are going for a proper Vic. They might not have had a father figure like LeBron James. He want Michael Jordan number. But
Mm-hmm.
you look at Steph Curry, he wore number 30. Who wore number 30? His pops.
Yeah.
So we can't really say,
Yeah.
these kids, they ain't, prime fans or whatnot. These kids could want to wear their pops number, man. So I think it's two sides to that. But I do think Vic has the opportunity to come the closest to doing what Prime was doing with all the media and attention. The only thing that we're forgetting is Prime didn't do it by itself, man. Shador and Travis
No,
and
that's major.
Shiloh, because Shiloh was
That
his
was major.
son.
That's major.
Man, they added so much fuel to that fire.
Oh yeah.
So it's gonna take more than Mike Vick. It's going to take an added piece to that storyline and then we have Bucky. Like you see how
But
many
I was about to
pieces, you
say,
feel
give
me?
Bucky his flowers
Yeah,
because
Yeah.
Bucky
and guess
too.
who Bucky brought into play? Bucky brought Coach Darryl into play too, because they play on the
Yeah,
same team with each other.
I was about to
Yeah.
say they have
Hey,
no five
hey,
star
don't forget
to
Pebbles now.
promote.
Pebbles has something to do with it too, and Shiloh Mama. Let's not
Look,
forget
I was about
about
to say they have no. They Michael Vick has no five star to promote right now. So it's like, yeah, I don't know what the season might look like for Mike Vick, but it ain't. It might not be good.
no.
But
What?
y'all
Hey,
see the
Tiger, can
BET
you?
thing,
No.
right?
See,
Did you show that, Tiger?
what was that?
The BET thing.
Hey, Tiger, can you not hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. It's kind of low, but we can hear you.
All right, okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
BET supposedly picked up a docu-series on Michael Vick's season. Like they finna do a docu-series on Norfolk State football season.
Oh,
Kind of like
really?
what
Okay.
Coach Prime got going on with Prime.
Yeah, with Prime,
What about
but
now?
BET supposed to be picking one up, which I think is dope. But that just tell you how Vic got that magic touch, man. And if he do right with it, it's gonna be big, man. It'll be. I don't think anybody will ever be able to be as big as Prime was because of all the different pieces he had. But
Yeah,
I think Vic can still do his thing at a high level and have these boys media, NIL deals, and all of that, man, for sure.
yeah, 100%. Hey, Will, go ahead and talk. Let me see, can I hear you? Will,
Hey, B Tight, you don't be showing love, bro. I'm gonna have to go ahead and go to Coach Hayes, man.
what you talking about? I don't be showing love on what?
You still ain't mind me yet, man.
I can't. When I'm on YouTube, I can do that. When I'm on stream, what is it? What I'm on StreamYard, I can't do it. When I'm on
Yeah,
YouTube, I can do it. I
yeah,
can. So
you getting too old, man.
yeah, I don't know how to do it like that, bro. I don't know how to make all the moves like that. See, that's why I got Rome and all them with it. They supposed to be helping me out on that stuff, you know. Hey, I got a little
Yeah, we finna
old.
get it popping, man. Don't worry about it.
Uh, and I've been calling you Bucky the whole day. It's little Bucky. My bad. But yeah, let me get that number, bro, in the back so I can hit you up, dog. Yeah,
So what
you.
I missed? What else was y'all talking about, man? I seen you was posting the Nico thing too. Y'all done talking about that?
I mean, we can still talk about it, but and my thing is with the Nico thing. Everybody want to say he's breaking college football, but nobody ain't saying that when the quarterback left from Washington State and went to Oklahoma and got a bigger bag. When Cam Ward left Washington State and went to Miami and got a bigger bag. When Beck left Georgia, went to Miami and got a bigger bag. When them boys left Alabama last year, Downs, and went to
Mm.
Ohio State, got a bigger bag. Y'all remember last year when this quarterback, and I want y'all to help me understand what I'm missing. It was a quarterback last year that came out with it loud and said he was offered $600,000 to
Mm-hmm.
transfer to another school, and he turned it down.
Now,
He
see,
trash though.
I be
Yep.
trying to stay away from the race card, but is it
No,
because is it because a black coach got a black quarterback to jump ship? Is that what you trying to say?
well, I'll be John Brown. I ain't even look at that. I ain't even think about all the other dudes,
And,
white dudes. That
I mean,
I ain't even think about that.
and and it's a little bit different in that kitchen. Is that what you trying to tell
I
me?
ain't even think. I was just looking at the fact that because even I brought up Downs. He a black dude, but nobody
Uh-huh.
said nothing about him leaving Alabama like college football was broken. But now that you saying the race thing, y'all remember when Reese Press got called out for the tampering and all that kind of stuff?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now look at this other guy that got called out for tampering. Let me see. I just seen another guy got called out for tampering.
We not gonna act like we don't be tampering too, bro.
I mean, come on now.
Bro, look, my man that
Everybody
just
tampering.
Say,
signed the running back from Colorado. They calling him out for tampering, right?
uh-huh.
But why nobody ain't called the quarterback? Whoever tried to get the quarterback for $600K, why they ain't get called out?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because they ain't got no name like Coach Prime.
That part. Look, it's gonna be hard now that cats got budgets and facilities. It's a whole different living room now as far as recruitment and retaining players. So that's what's happening is that the college football landscape has
Hey,
changed. You
hey,
just
can
can't do
y'all
it
hear
that
me
way
now,
no more.
bro? I
I
had
can
to
hear you.
switch your
Yeah,
phone.
we can hear you, y'all. You loud
All
and
right,
clear.
so Tiger, I just want to say this, and then y'all got the floor. Bro, you just got up here, Tiger, and said that Michael Vick has a bigger following than Coach Prime, bro. I can't let you get away with that one, Tiger. Like, you know that is cat, Tiger. You know that's cat.
Dog. See, I was young. I was young
Here we
when
go.
Coach Prime was playing, and I was older when Michael Vick was playing. And Coach Prime's shoes didn't sell out like Mike Vick shoes sold out. You gotta understand.
Huh?
Yeah, you're hard. You can hear. Mike Vick shoes sold
Do you
out.
If
understand what you're saying right now,
if y'all
Tiger?
don't know that Big Tiger do these type of conversations for shock value,
Bro, I do not. I had a conversation with a dude the day. Okay, when Coach Prime was playing, did Coach Prime get a max
Tiger,
deal?
Tiger.
Hold on. Mike Vick set a new pay scale when Peyton Manning was in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Vick set a new pay scale.
I
That's true.
understand that. I
we'll
understand
promote
that.
when you need them.
But the cost of living and all that was different when Coach Prime was playing and when Mike Vick was playing. The
I,
money
I
was a lot
understand it.
different.
I understand it. Coach Prime set a new pay scale too for DBs. Unfair. Coach Prime set a new pay scale too, right? But he got his in the draft. Like he set it up in the draft, coming in with the goal and all that kind of stuff. He talked himself into
Tiger,
some more money.
Tiger.
Vic came in there, was hold on, the number one overall pick,
Mm-hmm.
and played his way into $100 million deal. Went to prison, got out, and got another $100 million deal.
Tiger. Michael Vick, he played during the he did okay, so he did change the way that the quarterback position was viewed. I give you that. I give you that. But he didn't really know how to play the quarterback position until he got with Andy Reid in Philadelphia. Let's just call it what it is. Like
Yeah.
he really didn't know.
But
Like
he
you
was a
can't.
coach of phenom. No, he was Iverson on the football field. Vic was. This is that's a fact.
I don't know about that.
No, he was.
He was Michael Vick on the
Nah, he
football
was an
field. I don't want
icon,
to put
and I'm a
that
young
on
dude.
anybody because he was just Michael Vick. Like he
No,
made his own name.
I understand what you're saying now. Prime for us, he was a monster, no questions. But everybody remember playing that Madden 03. Vic was something different on that thing. And what I think what Big Tiger is alluding to is this younger generation is more familiar with Vic versus what Dion did almost 30 years ago.
Listen, look,
But Dion is still
y'all some.
relevant today.
No, I'm
Listen,
not saying
listen.
You
he's not.
when
We're
those
not saying he's
primes,
not.
hold
We're
on,
not saying that. We're
when
not saying
those
he's not
primes,
relevant.
because Tiger brought up the shoes. When those
Uh-huh.
primes just redropped,
No,
you
they
couldn't
pump.
get those nowhere. You
No,
couldn't
those
get them nowhere.
they
I couldn't
pumping.
even
No,
get them. I tried to get them. Now the second time they dropped them, they more easier to get.
Listen. Y'all some older guys, and I'm a younger dude. I'm like 24.
uh-huh.
Trust me, Michael Vick is an icon, bro.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's a fact.
Like he damn near up there with Coach Prime as far as like shock value and everything. Like Michael Vick's an icon, bro.
And think
For
about this.
sure. Bucket, what the hell is you doing, man?
And think about this right
What
here.
you mean?
You sound like a speaker on your chest or something. Take your goddamn.
No, that was me opening up some chips or something.
No, it's Bucket. Every time it's a bunch of static, like he got the phone against his chest or something.
You got to quiet down listening, bro.
But hey, this is what I'm saying, y'all. It's not. I ain't trying to get a cheerleading contest for Mike Vick or Coach Prime. But what I'm saying is, if Coach Prime would have went to prison, folks, he would not have came back and been the same Coach Prime.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's not me. That's not
no.
me, bro. That's not me.
Prison actually helped him because Michael Vick even said it himself. He did not know how to play the quarterback position until he went to Philadelphia.
No, you
You
know
said
what?
he didn't read his playbook. He didn't.
Dog, all right, there we go right there. There we go. This we gonna speak it. Let's speak it.
That
Because
was
I've
off
been
of
out with
sheer
Mike Vick before.
athleticism, him playing
I,
the quarterback position in Atlanta. Go ahead,
look,
Tiger.
I've been out with Mike Vick before. Sitting Mike Vick at the table right next to me. I was hanging out with Quentin. Quentin was Mike Vick wide receiver. My homeboy Brian knew Quentin, and he was like, "Hey, let go, dog. We going out." So I'm like, "Let go." I'm out there hanging out with them dude. Vic out on a Wednesday, out at the club. I'm like, "Dog, don't these dudes got practice in the morning?" Vic was so talented. He got $100 million deal. This is what y'all gotta understand. He got $100 million deal when he wasn't studying.
Yeah.
So just think about it. If he would have took it serious, he wasn't taking it serious and became the highest paid quarterback in the league. That's how good he was.
Well,
I
it was
think
hard for him to do something that was, like you said, it was so easy for him. So to learn the playbook was slowing him down. From
I
what you
think
saying.
I think Vic, big icon, definitely got superstar power. Might be right up there with Coach Prime. But Coach Prime is a showman. Coach
No,
Prime got charisma. Vic ain't even close to Coach Prime on that level, dog.
no, he's
Thank
not, not
you.
at all.
Thank
Exactly,
you.
Vic
Thank
100%.
cannot
Not
control
at
a
all.
room
No
like
way.
Coach Prime.
No.
Vic can on
Look,
the
Big Tiger
field,
trying to change it up.
everybody wanted to be Vic. Vic was a star. Vic was that dude.
Yeah,
Vic is just as popular as Coach Prime. But
exactly.
that ain't what's going to get butts in seats and have
Nah,
people come play for you, dog. Coach
nah.
Prime is a different animal. He's the best to ever do it at what he does, being a
See,
showman.
see,
Michael Vick
see,
can't do that, dog. He
see what
can't.
you finna do right now, Rome. You finna put your pom poms on and cheer for Coach Prime. Yeah,
No.
we understand Coach Prime is
I
there.
just gave Vic his props. I'm just telling y'all, y'all are going to expect Vic to do what Coach Prime did, but he can't.
No,
He
no, no,
can't.
no, no, no. Look, I'm not expecting Vic to do what Coach Prime did. What I'm trying to tell Vic and Deshaun and Fran Brown and all that, because yeah, they're not Coach Prime. They don't have the gift of
Big
gab.
Tiger, you had your pop palms on for Ricky Collins.
For who?
Ricky Collins from Syracuse.
Well, what I'm doing, I'm media, dog. I'm always promote. I'm always promote these dudes because Fran Brown don't promote like that. So I'm gonna
But he
promote.
not better than K Salt though. And I
I
just
didn't
want you
say
to
he was
know
better
that.
than K Salt. I never
I
said
just
he was
want
better
you
than K
to
Salt. When we addressed this other day, I said he can throw like Juju and he can run like K Salt.
he
That's what I
can't
said.
do neither one.
Dog. Well, why he broke the the high school record in Louisiana?
You keep talking about high school, man. We in college.
Juju up there with if Juju would have played one more year, he'd have broke the high school record. So when you got a kid that can break the high school record, he's not normal. That's all I'm saying, dog. You're not normal.
Nah.
Go ahead and finish your point about Vic. Because before you make your point, I think Vic, Prime, Sap, all these dudes is too far removed, too old to play. Look, you said Vic was what you watched Vic. What your favorite play? They too far removed. They too old to really have any type of loyalty from these players. You see these defensive linemen leaving Warren Sapp. Come on, we talk about Warren Sapp. Like
Wait, see,
they're too far removed for them to be able to have an impact that you want them to have or think they're gonna have.
well,
It's just too far removed. They're too old of players, dog.
all right. Well, the only person you're gonna really get loyalty from is a person like Fran Brown. He's gonna be loyal to Syracuse. You know why Fran Brown's gonna be loyal to Syracuse? Fran Brown went back home and
Cause
he's
that
getting
chick.
paid more money than he ever got paid in his life. So Fran Brown was like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm home. I'm close to my people. I get to work in the area that I grew up in. I get to help these kids in this area, and I'm making more money than I ever made in my life. I'm good. If you get these kids what they won't transfer either. Prime example. Let me give y'all something. Prime example.
Yeah, but kids, when you have a Mike, well, not we're not gonna say Mike Vick because Mike Vick not at the Power 4 level just yet. But kids aren't looking at Syracuse as their first choice. Like
No.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
just
nobody.
call it
All
what
right.
it is. Like
Okay, let's call it for what it is. Let's call it for what it is. Let's do this right here.
the man you got on that screen, that's more of a first choice.
Okay, so but let's show y'all loyalty. I want y'all to all see what loyalty is. Coach Prime won the Jim Thorpe Award at Syracuse, right?
Keep in mind, he got
I mean,
on
not at Florida State, right? At Florida State, right? Charlie Ward came back and won the Heisman, a championship, and he was starting basketball. Charlie Ward just got a job at FAMU.
Mm-hmm.
FAMU is in the same city with Florida State. Coach Prime tried to get the Florida State job. They turned him down.
Mm-hmm.
Kids these days don't know who Charlie Ward is, but we know who Coach Prime is.
The kids these days do know who Charlie Ward is, because Charlie Ward was a coach in high school and he's been busting butt for the last few years. So the kids in Florida know who he is.
What Little Bucket is saying is they don't remember him on the field or on the
But
basketball
y'all missing a
court.
point. Y'all missing a point. Was Florida State loyal to Coach Prime?
No.
Was Florida State loyal to Charlie Ward?
No.
No, but I bet they regret it now, though.
No, they don't. They just gave Charlie Ward his job the other week.
No, I'm talking about Florida State.
You know what I'm saying? Fam, you just gave him a job the other
He's
week.
talking about with Prime. They regret not getting Prime.
They do regret not giving Prime a deal.
Well, they don't regret not getting Charlie Ward.
No. No, well, Charlie Ward is in the same thing with Vic. He don't carry the same cachet at all. Now, what I do like about the evolution of this conversation is now this is the first very few coaches we over here talking about what they bring to the table outside of the X's and O before Prime. Prime has made you have to bring so many different elements to the table that wasn't there 4 years ago at all. You had a whole bunch of cats making $5, $6, $7 million a year, and we didn't know who they was, honestly. And now the problem is now the big football machine is like, how do we duplicate it? And so, and what's so bad, I forgot who said it, but Vic don't carry the same cachet as Prime. That's how far the ruler, the watermark has risen as far as expectations to what to bring to the table. You just can't you can't just do the same thing you did 5 years ago. No, we want that Prime effect. We want whatever that is. And that was like, damn, you got Hall of Fame type talent.
But hold on, Hurt. Let me stop you right there. People saying they want that Prime effect, but they don't want to give Prime the freedom to do what he want to do. So you can't get the Prime effect if you don't want to give these coaches the freedom to do what they need to do to get it done, right?
They did give him a freedom. The first year, Colorado let him do whatever he wanted to do. They was in bad shape.
Yeah, but see, that's the contract he negotiated. He negotiated that going in. He wanted to still be able to do some stuff. Even Jackson tried to stop Coach Prime from doing what he wanted to do. That's why
you most likely wouldn't see Michael Vick or Deshaun Jackson coaching wise be super successful as Coach Prime right now, unless like 5 or 6 years from now, because they don't have like a Travis Hunter or Shador first year out.
Off that talk. That's a fact.
But see, y'all, you saying that, but I don't know if you know who this man is. Like, I don't know if you know who Michael Vick quarterback is that just came in here.
No, I don't know who
he did.
Nobody knows.
He's not Shador Sanders. And
exactly.
Even when Prime was at Jackson, the stage wasn't as big as it is. So what I'm saying is, even if Vic and them are super successful, Coach Prime was super successful. And they had Shador, Travis Shiloh. They had the storyline, and they still didn't get the notoriety or attention from the country. It wasn't until they went to Colorado and got put on a big stage that they was able to get that attention. So what I'm saying is, Vic can go undefeated where he's at.
It was kind of towards the end of Jackson State when the whole country started to see Travis and Shador. And then Colorado boosted that flame.
That's why I'm saying, like, even if Vic and them undefeated where he at, it's not, the world just ain't going to give them that type of attention.
Yeah, and that's just, for example, this is like Jackson State. They just won the SWAC and nobody cared.
I go against what you said. If Michael Vick get my man AJ at every game and they go undefeated, I bet you they'll be
You
one of the
keep talking
hottest
about this
HBCUs in the
YouTube
country.
star.
Man, this dude got half the followers as destroying, and destroying have been to thousands of programs and not been able to turn them around at all, dog.
But see,
Destroying
this,
been to
This
this,
Jackson
dude,
State. Go
listen
back
to
and
what
Niggas
you
look.
this
got
dude can't
HBCU.
even wipe destroy his feet, bruh. It's like, come
no,
on,
see
Tiger.
right now
Destroying,
right
destroy.
now what you're doing, you still putting other dudes against each other. What I'm saying is, if Michael Vick them go undefeated, and my man almost got 2 million followers, and he had all these games, and all these little kids see it. These little kids, they don't really know who Ohio State is compared to
You
Norfolk State. If they
hold
see
on,
one of
hold
their
on, hold
favorite
on.
people there, and he happy
You
enough, and he making it fun, they gonna want to see more of Norfolk State.
Hold on, is
Tiger.
this the
One, I'm
AJ
not
Green?
putting anybody against anybody. I'm
Is this
speaking
the
the
AJ
facts.
Green that played for
No,
the
you
Houston
just did it. You
Alabama?
said destroying got way more. Like, what does that got
he
to do
do.
with
So
anything?
what
He
I'm
do.
telling
So
you is
that
that
means
it
you
don't
need to
matter
have
what this
destroying
dude
there
do.
too.
It doesn't matter
Destroying be
because
having NFL
destroying has a
players come
bigger
to his
following
events.
and he wasn't able to turn programs around. So I'm
Well,
telling you, just by inserting this dude, that doesn't
dog,
mean anything.
Hey Jerome,
You
Jerome,
don't
but so
think
not
these
hold
even
on, so
5-year-old
listen, hold on,
kids
hold on, hold on.
want to
Not
go to
even that.
Ohio State?
When
Is that what you're
when
saying? You're
when
saying they
when
can't tell the
Travis
difference
when Travis
between
first
Norfolk
signed
State and Ohio State.
when Travis first signed to Jackson State, Destroying was there and he publicized it in like I mean did big numbers, but it didn't really do nothing for the program.
see, y'all, stop that, y'all, stop that. Nobody never watched a video with a Jackson State player a million plus times until destroying went down there and did that video with Travis. That was a building block to this whole media beast that Coach Prime has built.
Stop
Hey,
it,
somebody making a
Tiger.
lot of noise, man. I
Travis
don't
was
know if that's
Yeah,
the
you
never
got
door.
waiting for
that's not
destroying.
me. I put you on mute. That's
Hey,
not me.
well, I gotta mute you, dog. You making a lot of noise, Will. Um, but it's all this is inclusive, dog. It's all these things added up to Coach Prime. Y'all giving Coach Prime all the credit, but if
He
it weren't for
deserves it.
destroying, like a million people don't see this. If it weren't for destroying, when destroying went there and did that, now people start going to Bucky page because they want to see more Travis Hunter.
No, that's
Tiger,
not
do
Tiger,
what
you
but
no,
know how
that's not
many?
that's not what happened.
You know the age demographic for the people that watch Colorado, dog. Destroying ain't have nothing to do with the CU aunties and uncles tuning in, dog. They're watching because of Coach Prime. Why do you think they call everybody prime sexuals and prime mates? You think they do that because of Destroy?
And look,
Everybody
Rome.
watched Colorado and was watching Jackson State tuning in
No, not even
because of
that.
Coach Prime,
Y'all
including
want
you,
y'all want
dog. You didn't
listen.
start
Y'all want to
watching
know?
Jackson State because of destroying. You start watching Jackson State because of Coach Prime. You
Listen,
came to
Correct.
Colorado because of Coach Prime, and
Correction.
so did the rest of
Hold on,
Correction.
us.
Correction.
hold on. I'm from Dallas, Texas, right? And y'all remember that show that Coach Prime had, right, with all his kids?
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
The whole Texas, Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington, we all supported him on that show. So when Bucky came out with that, that YouTube well off in the beginning, everybody from Texas supported him, and then it went across the whole United States, and now look at them now. So I think it's Coach Prime and Bucky.
And yeah, and I said that the other day on the show. If it when Coach Hay was trying to give Coach Prime it's Prime, it's Prime. I'm like, bro, it's Bucky too. If it weren't for Bucky, Finman, Shador,
Yeah.
and Shiloh since they was in the 8th grade, we
Yeah.
wouldn't
He
have
said
all
that.
this footage.
Yeah. He said that. I think Bucky
Tell you,
said that.
Bucky was not filming with Coach Prime. Had their own TV show getting filmed.
Bucky was
So
filming before the TV show, dog.
Bucky was
No,
filming when
no,
they
no,
was in
no.
high
I'm not
school. They
Jerome. I'm
had a
not saying
TV
that.
show when they was 6 or 7 years old,
No,
dog.
no, Jerome.
Prime
I'm not
been
saying that.
Bucket,
Listen,
little
listen,
Bucket.
listen.
Hold on, man.
Hold on,
You
hold on. I'm
never
trying
let
to tell you.
nobody
I'm trying to
finish
tell you. I'm not
talking.
trying. I'm not trying to say that. I'm saying it's like the TV show is what stemmed from it, and when they grew older, Bucky had to well off, and everybody went to that. Is what I'm saying.
We know well off is a piece of why it started. But Coach Prime, who you think signed the documents for them to do a reality show on his family? It wasn't Bucky. These kids,
Exactly. It was
Shador and
Coach Prime.
Shiloh, been on the cameras, having everything filmed, games filmed since they was 5 and 6 years old, dog. That's Coach Prime. That's not Bucky. That's Coach Prime.
Dog, Shador said this before. He was like, Bucky took out the camera and started recording him, and Dion was like, "Why you?" always recording them. And
We
he was
heard
like,
that.
these memories.
We
He
He's
seen
my
that.
basically
little
gave
brother.
us
We seen
behind
that.
the
But there was a
scenes.
TV show before that, is what I'm saying.
I
Yeah,
got
we
you,
Where do you
but
think
we know
Bucky got
that.
the idea from?
We know
okay,
that
all right,
Jerome and I
okay.
are disagreeing.
But this is what we're saying, Rome. If Bucky didn't keep filming them boys, if he didn't keep doing it, if he didn't like doing it, they would have never had the YouTube channel.
I agree. But if Coach Prime didn't keep coaching, if Shador didn't go play with Coach
Oh,
Prime,
True.
like that's what I'm saying. You're like y'all,
That's true.
y'all are saying some irrelevant stuff.
what
Of
up?
course,
No,
of
what
course,
we're saying is everybody played a part in it. It's not
true.
just Coach Prime. Yeah, Coach
We're
Prime
not
is
saying that
intelligence.
Coach
He's
Prime
the
is the only
head.
guy. I'm
He's the
saying he's
head.
the
We know
head.
that.
He's the reason for everything. So
You
when
want me
you're
to be
saying
honest with you?
destroying, and the reason I'm saying that is because you said destroying, and nobody had ever watched a video.
No, I did not say
People
I
nobody
don't
ever
started
know
watched
what
no
he.
watching.
I don't know
video.
what he was talking
I
about.
said Destroying came in there with Travis and did like millions in 24 hours.
But
Bucky
that's not
ain't never
why.
did millions in 24 hours.
That's not why everybody watched Coach Prime in
No,
Colorado
I ain't
though.
saying that's why. I'm saying it's a building stone. It's a
That
brick
didn't
in the
help.
foundation, dog.
Okay, man.
It's a
I,
brick in the foundation. And guess what? The guy that I'm talking about need to go to victim games. He was also at Jackson games. That's another brick in the foundation. When you bring in different people, that when rappers do collabs, you get these fans to watch it or listen to this music, and these fans to listen to the music. So now you get a bigger outpour of people want to see this,
I mean,
listen to the
AJ
music.
Green
But you
YouTube
got
not really
fans from
popping
both
like that no
sides.
more.
So that's all I'm saying. Like Vic don't have the presence of a Coach Prime. So
No.
he need to lean on these other guys. I said the same thing with Fran Brown. He don't have the presence as Coach Prime. So he got to lean on some of these people from New York, the all the Cams and what's it, Cameron and all them boys, Mason, all that. You got to lean on all these boys, Breakfast Club and all that. Lean on them to help get your product out to the people. That's all I'm saying. Prime understands how to do that. He been understanding how to do this since he was hanging out with MC Hammer way back in the day. I think Coach Prime and Dominique Wilkins went in and had a club called Club 21 because both of them
Yeah.
had number 21. He always understood how to collab.
No, there ain't no argument with
yeah,
that.
but that's facts. But the issue is all the people you just named, they only talk about stuff that's hot, dog. They're not just gonna talk about Mike Vick because he was a star back. You shaking your
No.
head, but it's true.
No, it's
It's
not. They go to high
true.
school games, dog. They go to high school. These dudes don't make their living off going to high school games.
Who done made a living off going to high school games?
AJ and
But you said the
Deshaun.
Breakfast Club. You said Cameron them. Them
But all
dudes
right,
ain't talking about Michael Vick, man.
so hold on, dog. So when I said them, I said Fran Brown need to reach out to them. Like when they had these guys about to get drafted, he need to reach out to them cats and say, because it's about money, y'all. I don't know if y'all understand. Money make the world go round. Sometimes you got to pay to get yourself in these rooms.
Who's going if they talk about these teams, Fran Brown, it's about views. How many people gonna watch their segment? That's
Dog,
what I'm
it's a lot
saying.
of
They don't have a okay.
Syracuse don't have
You
nothing
think I'm
special
trying
to
to
watch.
shit on Fran Brown then, but I'm not.
no, I'm not
I'm
saying
telling
dog,
you what
okay.
it is reality. If
All
it's
right,
not hot and they're not gonna make money off with Shannon Sharp, if you can't come sit down and get him 10 million views, you're not coming. With these people, they're not
that's
gonna
not
talk about
true,
you if
dog.
it's not gonna put
That's
you
not
think
true,
Fran
dog.
Brown can pay them to talk about him?
Okay, hold
Dog,
on, Rome.
ho-
What is so exciting about Syracuse right now? Let us know.
Dog, hold on. Do y'all understand how media works? Do y'all understand rappers and stuff and people when they promoting their movies?
Yeah,
They
we
got to
understand
pay.
that, but
Hold
ask
on,
them.
hold on, hold on,
All right, all
hold
right,
on.
all right.
Do you understand they got to pay the radio station to come on?
Some of them do. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you
Yeah.
pay, you get a place. You might have a small segment, but you got to pay to play.
Yeah.
But what is so exciting about Syracuse that people will want to watch?
It ain't about what's trying to get a million views. It's about him getting in front of their audience and saying, "Look, we went 10-0 last. I mean, we won 10 games last year. We beat Miami last year.
But who
We got something
cares?
big going on. We got like 5 dudes about to get drafted. We got something bubbling up here in Syracuse, man. I need New York to get behind this, man. It's a New York stand up. We finna do this thing together." That's all he got to say. And people
But
like, "Oh
you gotta
snap,
be you
Syracuse
gotta
doing it
be
like that."
entertaining. You gotta be entertaining in front of the camera. What's so entertaining about Syracuse?
No, you don't
Just
have
because
to
they
be
won games?
Like some people go out there to sell books. Are they entertaining? They ain't jumping
Bro,
up and sitting here on
kids don't
fire.
want to read no books, bro.
Nah, they got
Dog,
that dome in Syracuse. That's what they got. And
dog.
so them
Do
cats
y'all
that
understand
don't want
what
to be
promoting
outside in the
is?
cold.
When you promote something, you pay for an ad to get shown. So he
Mm.
can have an ad to play on the Breakfast Club. He don't even got to go up there. He can have an ad to play some about Syracuse or whatever. That's what I'm saying. Syracuse have a big market. You need to tap into that market. That's all I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Y'all trying to take Coach Prime model and give it to everybody.
They
No,
can't.
you
That's
exactly.
impossible.
So you got to use other methods the same way how the New York Knicks and stuff, how they promote the Knicks.
Yeah.
It's the same way. You got to do it like that.
Well,
But,
this is
but,
why
but
Coach Prime got all that hate the last couple of years because they knew this conversation would be had. We getting real quiet because we can't justify nobody getting the same coverage that Colorado got for the last 2 years. We can't even sit back and wish upon a star for somebody to come even emulate a tenth of what Prime was able to do. And that's why college football been hating on this man. Because we're gonna be funky. He's gonna run the table in that conference. This is the Big 12 is the Miami of the 80s, Big 10, Big 8. They ain't got nobody, they don't even have a Boston College in the Big 12 as a rival. They're gonna run it up. And now everybody gonna have to bow down because they cannot emulate what this man has done. And that's why they hate it so much. That's why his son's going through the bankruptcy. All that is tied into to kind of defame the name. And I'm not saying that it's directly, but you can see how they spinning it. Because we having a hard time justifying sending a kid anywhere else other than Colorado right now. We trying to make up stories. And it's bad. It's real terrible. They can't justify them 20 million and more than 12, 15, $10 million contracts now. They can't do it because we ain't getting the same for our money that Prime is giving to the table. Vic he gonna be all right. Deshaun gonna be all right. But at best, they're gonna be Eddie George at Bowling Green in 2 years.
Man, they gonna be there if they do what Eddie George is doing. When Eddie George was there, I remember Cam Newton being in Tennessee at a parade. You know, I never seen a video with Eddie George and Cam Newton together. I know
I,
Cam went and hollered at him and said something to him, but you never seen the video. You know how many little kids Cam Newton worked with? Man, who just burped, man? Come on,
oh, that was
y'all.
me on accident.
Dog, come on. Hey, but
me,
y'all know how you got to bring your stars to the table, man. When Cam Newton was in Tennessee, Eddie George should have did whatever he had to do to get Cam Newton to be on the field or whatever. Cause Cam is connected to so many kids in Atlanta. He connected to all these kids. Most time you hear about these quarterbacks and all that, Cam like, yeah, we played against them or he played on my team.
Travis Hunter was in his camp.
Exactly. So you got to have Cam in the building if he in your city. But Eddie George missed that opportunity. But then he get mad because nobody ain't come to the games. Get Cam Newton come to the game, more people come to see Cam.
I think what makes Coach Prime even more famous, why he in Colorado, like his aura, is like because like you can literally fight the whole hip hop culture and he doesn't care. You have Dan, like he said, the BET Awards to be on the sideline. Wouldn't care. Some coaches don't even allow family members on the field. He
That's
allowed anybody on the field.
Exactly.
that's a fact.
And see, and
I'm
that's
back.
the difference that
You'd be
what Coach
surprised who
Prime
we on the
got.
field this year.
That's what Coach Prime got. That's why he left Jackson and went to Colorado because Jackson was trying to hold him back. They let him do some stuff, but he was trying to do the big boy stuff. They was like, nah, that ain't how we do it. Hey, Harold, what's the thing you was telling me about the that one group of people they raised some money for some HBCUs and
Yeah,
they
there
tried
was
to
a
give them the
there
money.
was a group, right? I want to say it was about 10 years ago now, where they had just, some African American group got some millions together and wanted to donate. And what happened was they said the only stipulation is we need to see the books. We need to see where the money is going to be allocated. The schools gave it back to them, the money. They wouldn't take it. Wouldn't do it.
Yeah, because they know that they ain't doing right with the money, man. That's why Prime got up out of there. One thing I will say about Prime, he's willing to take risk that these other coaches aren't willing to take, man. Prime done had somebody who on trial for murder now at multiple games. Like
Are you
he
talking about
willing
Yellow
to take
Beezy?
risk to allow that culture in because he knows what that culture does for the brand.
You see, Boss Man D'Lo finna perform tomorrow.
Yeah,
They
he
are
knows what the coach. So
don't.
Fran Brown them, they're not willing to take those risks.
No.
They're
Well,
just not.
well, see,
What
this is what Coach Hayes was saying. He was like, they don't have the reputation and their contract ain't structured like Coach Prime, so they don't have the same kind of freedom.
what you
So
mean?
that's
Exactly.
what's holding them back.
What you mean freedom as far as what?
Like bringing all different kind of people to the game and having a camera. You remember that time when Antonio Brown had that camera in the locker room, how everybody
Yeah,
went
yeah,
crazy?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like most programs are like that. Like they don't want no cameras nowhere. Coach Prime got the camera in the
But
locker room telling them folks, if I catch somebody else with your phone, you're off the team.
well,
You
guess
know,
what? They're gonna in 2 years they're gonna be on the sidewalk. They're gonna have to change up.
Yeah,
I mean,
these. Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna say this, you right, but what Coach Hayes was saying, they would because they got the money, is they old school way. He said they'd rather lose money doing it their way than to
That's
make
true.
money doing it your way.
That's true. That's a fact. All
And
But
day
go
that's
long.
why
ahead.
it's almost impossible for. We know nobody's gonna do it like Prime. That's not what I'm trying to say in regards to the Prime standard. But even those little things. So you talking about having this dude at the game and having him come to the practices or whatnot. You don't even know, or we don't even know if the colleges will allow that. Like that's another thing that we're just assuming that, oh, Eddie George missed out on having this person at the game, or they
Hmm.
should have had this person. Like we don't know if the colleges will even allow these people to do certain things, man. Like
Look at the screen,
it.
dog. Look at the
Yeah,
screen,
that's
dog.
ASU, bro. Come on, man. That's my hometown. That's my alma mater. They allow anything, dog.
Bro,
They
hey,
they
bro,
allow anything, man. We the number one party school for like 20 years in a row back in the early 2000s, man.
Hey,
Tiger,
They don't
Tiger,
care.
Tiger. AJ Green ain't popping as what you think, bro. You gotta stop overhyping him, bro.
Dog, he got 1.7 million.
But his that's back then. He was popping back then. He's not the same no more. Like his views then went down, bro.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but he still got a million, bro, a milliard.
How
That's just
many how
like
many does Kasha not have? The
oh, he
person
got
who
two
Travis on
million,
his show, he talk about him all the time. How many does he have?
Yeah,
two
that dude got
million,
like
two
15
million.
million.
That's
See,
the
it's
that's the
just it's
face.
just
That's the face of the youth.
and
yeah.
you think Syracuse can get Kasha not to talk about them? I'm just asking general questions.
Nah, they're gonna have to write a big check, and Carmelo Anthony have to go
Tiger,
deliver to the house.
this how much pull Castanite had.
Well,
The
hold on, hold on,
game.
hold on,
Wait,
hold on,
hold on,
hold
hold
on,
on, hold
hold on.
on.
Hold on,
The
let me
game.
say this. Let me answer. I'm gonna give you the floor. Let me answer Jerome's question first. Did Carmelo Anthony's son sign with Syracuse?
I believe he did.
All right. His opening night plan, if they ask Kai, hey, we'll pay you to come to this game right here, Carmelo Anthony's son opening night, he'll go. You know why? Because a lot of people, that's something that's a big story. He'll go to
Exactly.
that.
You
But
proving
to a
my point
Syracuse
now.
game, I don't think so.
That's
At the
why I'm saying
football
you
game,
proving
maybe
my
not.
point. If it's not hot, they're not gonna talk about it. So Fran Brown them can be as good as they want, but if they're not hot, nobody's going to want to talk about it. That's what I'm saying. And even with you saying these new artists, they pay to get on radio stations and stuff like that. Everybody can't pay to get on the radio. The radio don't say yes to everybody just because you come with the money.
That's
Like there's they'll say no. If your stuff is hot garbage, they're not gonna play it on the radio regardless of how much money you try to. Now you might be able to go in a strip club and give a DJ a few hundred to spin your stuff,
oh, okay.
but as regards to structure and the radio, everybody come on, man, you'd hear
But
so
see,
much trash stuff if everybody got played. So what I'm trying to say is if you're hot, yes, you can pay to have people do stuff, and then people might even just do it for the jump. Travis was on Kai's screen so much because Colorado was hot.
Facts.
Colorado was hot, man. That's what I'm saying. You have to be hot. There has to be that buzz and that heat. And then we also got to understand the football program ain't got shit to do with the basketball program. Look at Colorado football program, crazy. That don't mean that the basketball program crazy. Like it's two separate things, dog.
Yeah,
It's
I
two
got you.
separate
But
things.
like, so this like the guys I brought up, they do football. The guy you brought up, he do music for real. That's how Kai got on. He review people albums and do stuff like that. So with that, that's a whole different. That's why like him coming to a football game, they ain't really his lane. But he might go to a basketball game because a lot of rapper dudes do basketball more than they do football. And Carmelo Anthony, all
Listen.
that, if he can be sitting right next to Carmelo Anthony, all that kind of stuff, that's hype for him. You know, Carmelo fans see him, he might get more followers. So that's something he'll want to do. But every time you do something, you gotta look at it for what it is. Like right now, the transfer portal and all these players getting all this money and all that kind of stuff. Charlamagne might want to talk about that. Fran Brown got a wide receiver that want $2 million. That might be something Charlamagne might want to talk about.
How long Fran Brown been to Syracuse?
1 year.
What? Yeah.
A year. And ain't nobody talked about it.
What you mean ain't nobody talk about it? They are talking about it. They talking
I'm talking
about
like Charlamagne. Like he ain't talked about it.
I don't know, but that's not their lane. They don't do sports.
They do sports.
They don't do sports. What
Charlamagne?
sports you done heard Charlamagne talk about?
I didn't see the Breakfast Club talk about Travis Hunter before.
Dog, because Travis Hunter is one of the most hottest people in the world right now, dog. They follow the hot story.
They talking about him, regardless of the fact they talking about him.
Y'all missing the point. See, I guess because I did media, like, y'all understand these markets, what they do before they do their shows? They Google the stuff that's pinging the most on Twitter and Google. That's what they talk about. So if Travis Hunter is pinging because the Heisman and playing both ways and all that kind of stuff, they gonna talk about that. Fran Brown doesn't market like Coach Prime. He needs to pay somebody to market for him.
Let's keep it all the way funky now. And I'm glad that you said that. I appreciate your statement. The thing that you were dealing with, we have a team that didn't even win their conference last year, if I'm not mistaken, being Colorado, right or wrong?
That's
right?
True.
Okay.
Talking about
they got just as much coverage as SC did when they won the championship. And they had Matt Liner and everybody. That's what a SC at its height.
They got more
Colorado
coverage.
playing Colorado State.
Yeah,
that's what we.
And that's what I was trying to tell. I've been telling Tiger this for 2 weeks now. Just because your team good and you got good players doesn't mean that you have a brand worthy team.
Hold on,
on top of that, how is you a top 5 pick? I mean, how is you not a top 5 pick, but still getting talked about?
Hold on. I'm gonna tell y'all why. But Rome, I want you to explain what am I saying right now? What am I saying? Coach Fran Brown can do what Coach Prime is doing, or they should? What am I saying?
You're not saying that at all. You're saying that Fran Brown should take advantage of whatever opportunities he can to brand these dudes. And what I'm telling you is the opportunities are small and they're not going to have an impact. That's what I'm trying to tell you, dog. You are saying nothing wrong. What you're saying is right. Yes, he should try to take advantage of every opportunity he can, but it's not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything. You got Georgia, the #1 program, Alabama, these top programs, nobody cares. Aside from their fans, nobody cares about them.
You've been
So
saying that from the start. They're
you
not
think that
entertaining.
Syracuse can do something that Alabama and Georgia can't do?
But all right. So this is where y'all missing it at right here. Okay. This is where y'all missing it. Let me put y'all on game right now.
Okay.
Georgia has way more fans than Syracuse. When Georgia go on TV, they get equivalent to close to 2 million people watching their games. When they go on TV, it's no less than 1 million every time they go on TV. You know why? Because they got a bunch of loyal fans from the state of Georgia that tune in. Tailgate, they lock it down.
No, the SEC pays ESPN, and that's what keeps them talking about every single day. That's what happens.
Let him finish. Go ahead.
All right. So you see what Bucky just said? So Syracuse has to pay the Breakfast Club. Syracuse has to pay Ebro in the morning. Syracuse has to pay Cam and Mace. Syracuse has to pay Rollo and what's my man with Rollo?
Uh,
Gilly.
yeah, Gilly.
Gilly. They
Hmm.
got to pay them to keep putting stuff out to tap in with the people that's from New York and the sports people from the Northeast area to build up their brand while they got something hot.
But
This is
Okay, let me ask you a
just
question real quick before you move forward. If they do all of that and pay all of them people and have them talk about it, what is that going to do? What is that going
I
to do for Syracuse? Let
you're
me hear
gonna
it.
get more eyes on your product, and the same thing what happened with Colorado. Your
Don't
sales are gonna go through the
don't
roof.
say that. Don't say
Hold
that,
on,
Tiger. Don't say that.
your merchandise sales are gonna go through the roof. Once your sales go through the roof, now you got more money. Once you have more money, now that the defensive end lineman that's trying to leave, now they got a little bit more cash in the bank to try to persuade him to stay. Pena, I understand, let him walk. This dude don't really got no. He's a 6-year senior without no draft like grade for real. Let him
Hmm.
walk. But these young
you can't
guys,
hold on. You can't say let him walk when he the best receiver on the team.
he the best receiver on the team because they ran little screen plays and stuff for him, man. He one of the best
Okay.
receivers, just like I'm a dog.
Look.
Yeah, so my assumption of what you're saying, I hear everything you're saying. I was never confused. I understand completely. But I'm still standing on what I said. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to improve sales. It's not going to make people want to stay. It's not going to increase their bag in any way, shape, or form. If it was going to, they would have done it. Every school would have did it.
But Jerome,
But
we've
Just
been
because
me and you been saying that though.
no,
Like
I
they
know,
have
I
nothing to
understand. I'm trying
sell.
to make Tiger understand, but I hope Fran Brown does what Tiger's saying and attempts to do it so he can see, dog, it's only one in a million people and programs who can do that, bro. It's not going to work, dog. It's
see,
not gonna work.
I guess because I grew up in football country, I
Hmm.
see how if you turn your program around, your people will start coming to the games.
That's true.
If you turn your program around, like
Hmm.
he's so tell me what's the hottest teams up north from like Baltimore up to Connecticut? What's the
Penn
hottest
State.
teams up there?
Penn State.
The hottest teams up north are the hottest teams up north,
Yeah,
meaning
name them,
they're hot up north, meaning
name them.
nobody else cares about
I'm,
them.
I'm saying
It's
name them.
always gonna be like that,
I'm
Tiger. It's
saying
always
name
gonna
them,
be.
dog. I'm saying name them.
I don't know. I don't know who they are. I don't know who they are, and
All right.
that's
So
another
So
proving of the point.
Penn State is one. Boston College may be one,
Maybe.
maybe. Um, really, Penn State is ruling that up north country
Hmm.
right now.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. It's Michigan. It's Michigan.
But that's
it's
Midwest.
Michigan is
Midwest.
Midwest.
Midwest. That's Ohio, Michigan. That's a whole
Yeah,
different.
yeah, that's a whole different. But north, it'll be Penn State is the king of the king of North right
Yeah,
now.
that's a
And you
fact.
know what Penn State fans were saying last year? Last year, the year before last. You know what they were saying?
What's that?
Our offense is boring. We
Yep.
we we run the ball too much. We need to throw the ball more. Like we need to take some deep shots. This
Mhm.
boring football.
Yep.
Guess what team threw the ball the most last year? Got the most yards last year. Syracuse.
Hmm.
They right behind Penn State with wins last year.
No, I
And
feel you.
So they the hottest team really up there.
Syracuse is a basketball town, bro.
I understand that. I understand Syracuse is a basketball town. I understand that 100%. Kansas State is a
Michigan is
basketball
up
town.
north. Wait, what are y'all talking about?
No,
Ohio
Michigan
is
is
Michigan's up north.
Midwest.
We saying from like Baltimore up to Connecticut.
No, but I'm saying as far as the conference wise, it's up north.
No, but we saying that
Well, no,
Northeast region going up 95 when you go up from Baltimore up that little spot because over there Chicago and all that that's Midwest.
Yeah.
Michigan is Midwest, bro.
Yeah.
Trust me.
That's Nebraska, Michigan, Ohio State, Iowa,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Illinois.
yeah.
St.
I'm
Louis.
from the
All that.
Midwest, so I know Michigan. I'm from Chicago, so I know Michigan is not too far from me, bro.
Hmm.
Oh, what's going on, Warren? I seen something else when I added you to the stage. I
Yes,
ain't see
sir. Yes, sir. What's good with you, Tiger? I didn't want to ruin the flow. Jerome, you know what it is.
Webb been trying to get up on her too. If he was trying to
Oh my
have
bad.
a
Let
big
me
talk.
scroll down and get Will. Oh, he
What's
gone.
happening with you, OG, man? What's going on,
You
man?
know what it is. You know what it do. Hey, y'all hit that
Yes,
like
sir.
button. Hit that like button for Tiger, man. I just want to say this: the difference is Tiger for me, and I want Fred Brown to succeed, but he does not have.
No.
I'm sorry. Coach Prime. He had his brand before he even came into college football. His brand was already established as one of those brands that is up there for a lot of people to look at. He has connections that I'm sorry, Fred Brown does not
No.
in tune with. Now, I'm not saying Fred Brown doesn't have connections, but you're talking about the guru of connection. That is Prime. From the music community, from the movie community, from from the business side, all of that.
I
He
can't. I
already
can't.
had that. He already had that before he even started coaching.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for the views to come out of the view count of when the spring game tomorrow. I bet you it's gonna
And
be over a
so,
billion.
so
What's
you're talking about a machine that's already been established, and then you're talking about Fred Brown having to start a culture from scratch. And
yeah.
his brand, he didn't come in with a brand name. Big brand is better than Fred Brown's brand.
But see, I want y'all to understand, Fran Brown ain't no dummy.
No,
That's
No.
no,
why
no, no, no,
he
no,
trying
no.
to do that.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm
Hold
just
on.
saying about his
Listen,
game.
listen. Let me finish my statement. That's why he wanted to do the spring game with Coach Prime.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I get it. No, I'm with him. I would do the same thing if I was him.
Can Fran Brown?
However, however, to in order for he does the reason why he doesn't have the power that he has is because he doesn't have the brand that Dion has. He, as a matter of fact, Prime got kind of in a lucky situation because Colorado was so desperate, but they
Yes.
gave him the keys,
Yes.
and rightfully so,
Mm-hmm.
gave him the keys and said, "You run it like you want to run it, and we'll just fall in line. We're not going to try to hold you back. We're not going to
Mm-hmm.
try to put these policies and rules in your face and say what you can and cannot do." And look what happened. They blew up
Mm-hmm.
Can Fran
because
Brown
they
get
had
Denzel
full
to talk on
control.
his show?
You said what?
But Syracuse is not doing that for Fred Brown because they can't see what happened with Colorado. They got a chance to look at what happened at Jackson and the economic empowerment that happened with Jackson State. That they said, wait a minute, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me I might be able to get the outside community make everybody's making money?
Yeah.
I'm taking my chances.
Don't get me wrong.
Fran,
Fran Brown's a
Fran,
good coach, but he don't know how to market himself. So let's just
and
move
You
and
gotta
on.
get that.
that's
You
not
gotta
what
get
he's
that
there
in the
for.
bag.
That's not what he's there for. We have to stop trying to make him do something that he's not there for.
Right.
Fran
He's
Brown's best bet is to
coach.
continue to win games,
That's it.
win the
That's his best
conference,
friend.
find himself in the playoffs somehow, some way,
Mm-hmm.
and just continue to do that. That's what he's at Syracuse for.
I mean, because
He's not at Syracuse.
they already established programs, so they don't need him to be marketing, be on the Breakfast Club,
Yeah,
and
he
all that
just
other
got to
stuff.
keep winning, man. They
No,
brought him there to
wait,
win, bro.
hold on. Let me say this right here. Because I want y'all Coach Prime first year at Jackson, before
Mm-hmm.
Shador got there, before Travis got there.
Mm-hmm.
Did he have all this hype?
Yeah.
No, and
Yeah,
that's what we
he had
told
hype.
you.
He had
His
hype.
first
We
year, he
told
had
you that
Shador.
Travis and
First year,
Shador
he had
had
Shador.
a big part of it. I told you that.
Hold on, one at a time, y'all. One at a time. Did they the first year, the spring, the COVID year? Did he
Mm-hmm.
have this much hype when they did that little spring season?
Yes.
It was
Yes.
Yes.
coming.
Yes.
So who was at the games his that COVID year?
What you
It
mean? Who
was
was at
Giddy
the
the
game?
Nobody. It was
Kid,
COVID
Wallow.
year, man. You can't
It
even
was
count
no,
that.
it
They
was
played four
COVID.
games.
no, it was Giddy the Kid, Wallow
Come
was
on,
there.
man.
I remember
What game Waller was at?
he was at Jackson State games before.
What
Just go
game?
back and
Tell
look.
me. No. If you gonna say it, what game was he at that COVID year?
Just look it up. I don't
No,
remember, but I know
you just said it, bro. You
he
if you
was
gonna
I
say
there.
don't
it, you got to
remember
be able
saying
to,
he
Tiger,
was.
you
you
got to be
finna
able to
look.
back it
You
up now.
finna make a fool of yourself because you couldn't. People couldn't even go to the games like that.
Come on.
It was COVID year. The stat they
It's
wasn't even
COVID,
selling
Tiger.
tickets and stuff to the games.
He was there, bro.
Yeah, he was
Now
there.
you if you want to try
No,
to prove a point, talk about the first season. And yes, it was hyped. The first full season, yes,
but
it
I'm
was
saying
hyped. It
the
was
first.
games on TV,
eh,
but nobody could go to the games the COVID year.
I don't know if nobody can go to the
Didn't
games.
they
I don't
play
know
the
if that's the
spring?
fact.
Didn't they play the season in the spring that year?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
in the
play season in the
spring.
spring. Yeah,
And then they came right back and started the season, so it was like a continuation. So
Right.
I
They
see what
played
you
four
okay.
games. Oh, Lindor smacked that mud.
yeah.
So
Well,
go ahead and try to make your point, Tiger.
but my thing is like I don't know if people could go to the games. I think people was at the games. I remember people cheering unless they were playing fake music and cheers into the speakers. But
Hmm.
like my point is that first year, what superstar was there?
We really didn't have one.
It didn't have one then, Tiger. It
Exactly.
was it was the next year.
Mm-hmm.
And you know who was there the
No,
next year?
it was actually the fall.
Everybody.
No, it was actually the fall because they had the COVID year, and when the fall season came, Shador took over.
Yeah.
Like to me, I think when Coach Prime got that stadium in there, that new grass field or whatever, that was a story. And then when Shador and Shiloh said they was coming, it got a little bit more hyper.
Okay.
They
Then
were actually there
But
then, but they
you
didn't
still
play.
Hello,
so
hello,
Tiger.
hello,
Let me
hello.
let me say this about the spring game. Let me say this about the spring game.
Hold on,
It
before you do
wasn't
the
it
spring
wasn't
game.
so
Hold on,
much.
hold on, hold
It
on, hold on,
wasn't
hold on,
so
hold on.
much.
I gotta say something. I gotta say something.
Bucket,
Tiger,
man,
you
you be
said
cutting everybody
yeah,
off,
no,
bro.
yeah,
no.
You
but
Listen,
can't
I
but
just
gotta make
kick.
my
You
point.
keep
I gotta make
doing
my point
that,
real
man.
quick before y'all do it. Hold on, look, Tiger. You said what game was it, right?
yeah,
Listen, Gilly and Wallow. COVID
yeah.
year, it was against Florida A&M, and Wallow. I mean, Gilly had a penalty called against him
That was not
during
the
that year.
first year, bro. That
That
was
was
not
in
the
Second
first year.
year.
2021.
That was
That
the
was in 20,
second year.
That was in 2021
That was the second year. Cause they was
against
down in
Florida
Miami when they
A&M.
did that.
Florida A&M.
Listen, dog, they was down in Miami when they did that. When they did the COVID year, they only played 4 games. That was when they was down in Miami.
Florida
So
A&M 2021.
okay,
That was
but
the first
it
game
wasn't it wasn't it
of the
wasn't
following season.
Shadur played in that
it
game.
wasn't it wasn't who was there at the game. Let me tell you what was done during that COVID year. Barstool was was pushing clips on
Thank you.
YouTube for Prime. Prime had connected with
Thank you.
Barstool, and Barstool
Tiger? You said thank
allowed
you. Do
us
you
to
know why they were
see.
pushing the clips?
Dog, it
Cause
don't
Why?
it's
matter.
Coach Prime and he's hot. Fran Brown
Dog,
ain't gonna
Thank
never
That's the
get
you.
no
reason
damn
why.
Thank
clips
you.
dog,
pushed.
Hey,
That's what
dog,
we
hold
trying
on.
to
Tiger,
tell
let me tell you
you.
something.
Hold
Fran
on, hold on,
Brown
hold
will
on, hold
never
on.
get clips pushed. He's not
Thank
hot
you.
Hold
enough,
on.
bro. You gotta
Thank
accept
you.
Dog,
it.
Thank
dog,
you.
you ain't
Hey,
y'all
wait, whoa,
see
whoa,
you
whoa, whoa,
y'all
whoa,
getting it
whoa,
mixed
whoa,
up.
whoa, whoa.
Nah, you getting
Y'all
it
think
Fran
hold
mixed
on,
Brown.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. So I'm a one thing. Let me get one off real quick. But Bucky, you was wrong. Bucky, you were wrong.
I was
That
not. I was
that
not.
yeah, dog, you wrong, dog. That was the game when Shadur was a quarterback. Shadur wasn't there the first year.
Yeah.
Florida A&M 2021.
The reason
Shadur
y'all
was a
getting it
quarterback
mixed
that
up,
game, dog.
the reason y'all getting it mixed up is because the first year and the second year were in the same year. Because
Yeah.
they played in the spring and then they played in the
Came
fall. It was
right
the
back.
same year.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But
Yeah.
the 4 game season was before, and that's not when Gilly and Wallow did that bucket. So it was
Exactly.
the second part of it. It was in 2021 though,
Hey,
but
Jerome,
that
which
was
side you
Prime
on,
them
bro?
had already played 4 games.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it
But
was it
Tiger's
was
point is irrelevant. It doesn't make he's not
no,
making any
dog,
Yeah,
no,
his
sense.
point
hold on,
is
bro,
irrelevant.
hold on.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
not
you.
making no sense.
No, I'm making points because it was the first season when he was
Mhm.
there, he wasn't getting out of hype. Barstool was doing a
He
lot of his stuff.
was.
Dog,
Yes, he was,
Barstool,
Tiger.
listen, dog, hold on, bro. Barstool was putting all their stuff out. They wasn't on no Good Morning America.
Mm-hmm.
ESPN wasn't coming down there. All that wasn't going on that first year, my guy.
So
All that
That
so
wasn't
was the
going
you
on.
second
saying
year.
that Prime
Okay,
and them
so
was
let's hear him
where
make his point.
Syracuse is now. Is that what you're trying to say? That's the bridge
So
you're trying to make. That Syracuse is where Prime was in 21.
Exactly. The
Oh
first
my
year,
gosh,
That's
he
what
man!
he's
I'm
saying.
finna
That's what I
drop
hear.
but
dog.
this
Okay.
is what I'm saying.
That's not
But
even. Come
he's
on,
not
Tiger.
doing the marketing that Coach Prime was doing.
Because he can't. You
But
think
the
Coach
No,
Prime
way,
paid
I'm with
check
it.
this out,
Barstools?
I'm with
Tiger.
Hold
you.
on,
Whoever
Tiger.
said can't,
Hold
I'm
on.
with
Check
that.
this out.
You
Check this
think
out.
you think Coach Prime paid Barstools to market his stuff?
No.
Hell no. They did it because they knew it was hot. Fran Brown can't. You talking about he's
no.
not marketing
Hold on,
because
y'all
he
said.
Listen,
can't.
Hold on, y'all
He
said
this is where
can't.
y'all
Shador.
missing
Y'all
it
said
at.
Shador was there year two, right? Year two, right? But why did he commit November 6th, 2020?
Mm,
Y'all
And the
don't
Because he
game I'm talking
see.
about is in 2021.
Y'all
yeah.
don't understand how
Oh, okay.
how
Oh, okay. Okay. We
how
just
you
fact
know
checking around here.
calculate.
We just
What
fact checking around here.
what
You ain't
what
want to.
day
You ain't
was
want to
the
answer that.
game, Bucket, so we can explain it to you because you acting like you would understand. They played, it was COVID, so that fall season that was supposed to go down, they couldn't play. So they played in the spring
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because
of 2021. And then
Shiloh was
they
still
came back and played their regular fall season 2021 started in August. That's the season you're talking about. But
Okay.
they played games in March, April, May.
Hmm.
all right. So look, this facility that Syracuse has, they just spent a bunch of money on this new facility.
Yeah.
Syracuse a month ago or 2 months ago, they just raised 50 or 60 million dollars. Is that
Hmm.
correct, Fran? Fran.
Yeah, that's
Fran.
correct.
All right. So they have the money to pay. They don't have to get freebies. But what I'm saying is you have to get the ball rolling if you want to get the people to see your product.
Do you under? I know you understand this, Tiger. I'm just gonna say it for the sake of the show. You understand what return on investment is, right?
Hmm.
Yes.
They're not gonna pay any money because they know there's not gonna be any return on that investment.
No.
They know paying these people to talk about their football program isn't going to do anything to maximize the football program. If it
No-
was, they would have been did it already,
Hmm.
man.
Nobody in this picture matters.
They don't care about it. If they cared, they would invest the money. They have money. You think Syracuse don't got money?
No, they got all type of money.
Got money, dog, but they know that there's not going to be no return on that investment. Colorado, on the flip side, they know giving Prime this 54 million, there's going to be a return on that investment,
Oh,
dog.
damn.
So
They
all right. So
know.
It's a
well,
turn on investment first year in
for
Colorado.
why did Syracuse just have almost a sold out spring? Like that's return on your investment,
No, they
dog.
didn't, bro.
No, having a sold out spree game where tickets is $2, that's not a return on your investment, dog. Return on your investment is when your enrollment increases, where everybody in the towns and the surrounding towns around you, their restaurants are sold out, and
They
when
didn't
Because
even
you
have
better
a
that
sold
stop
that's
out
doing
return
it,
spring
on
bro.
game.
investment, dog.
is
Kevin said
getting a
Jerome,
spring
lot of
game
money.
Jerome,
sold
they didn't
out.
even have a sold out spring game, bro. Don't believe that.
No, I'm just saying, even if they did, that's not a return on your investment, dog.
No.
Dog, well, what a return on your investment is if when you promote something, you already got a hot product. This is
Hmm.
the hottest Syracuse been in a while. When you
What?
can take all these teams, the Giants, the Jets, all these teams, Penn State and Syracuse are the two hottest teams in that region.
Okay.
Everybody loves a winner.
Hmm.
So while your team is winning, you need to market them.
Oh, don't forget Pitt.
And you know who we hear more about? We hear more about the Giants, dog.
Yeah.
Because nobody cares about Syracuse.
Mm.
Nobody cares about Penn State. It's
And
unfortunate, but that's how it's going to be, bruh. If
I
you're
don't
not a
know
and
Penn
about
State
that one.
fan, listen, if you're not a Penn State fan, you don't care about Penn State. You've never talked about Penn State on your show unless we talking about the Blackmore. Aside from that, we talk about a lot of colleges, but we'll talk about Penn State like that.
I
No.
just talked about
Syracuse,
the linebacker
yes,
the other day
because
for
of
Penn
Fred.
Depending
State.
on where you at.
Because of Fran Brown. I'm saying, if you're not a fan of those programs, you're not going to be a fan of those programs,
I
Hmm.
bet you if they
regardless.
didn't, if Syracuse didn't have a black coach, I bet you Big
Syracuse,
Tiger wouldn't
Syracuse,
even talk
New
about
York,
it.
Oh
the New
no.
York area, the New York area is popular for basketball. That's their
Hey, but
brand.
listen,
Fact.
That's their bread and butter. That's what they gonna live by. Syracuse is a basketball town. They've been doing that for generations after generations, bro.
Especially
Since I was
Carmelo
little.
Anthony.
That's all I know
they've
is
been, but
Syracuse
they've
has
been
been a
popular
basketball town.
football
Let's
too, though.
give Tiger the
They've had
floor.
their
Tiger, I just want
run.
to hear what. Oh, my fault, man. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Hey,
What
look,
you
look at
want
look at the
Fran Brown to
screen.
do? What you want Fran Brown to do? It don't matter if you got a natty and a
Fran
Heisman
Brown
Trophy winner. You know how many
is
years the
gonna
program
be
been going on?
okay, but we're just not gonna hear a whole lot about him. We're not gonna see him every day like we see Prime.
Mhm.
Fran Brown is very popular up here. Trust me.
Correct.
Everybody, all the kids now want to go to Syracuse. All the kids in like from like maybe Maryland that I know of all the way up. That's the new hot shiny toy. Trust me. I'm telling you.
And that's
I
perfect.
I have
That's
I have coached some kids that have posted their offers and they
that's
are
amazing.
ecstatic by their Syracuse offer. I'm
And that
telling you,
that's
that's
that's what he's there
huh?
for. That's amazing. But it's red. It's never gonna be bigger than that, dog.
No.
Never gonna be bigger than that. That's
I,
beautiful. That's amazing. It's not getting no bigger than that.
I'm gonna tell
I
you
think y'all
something.
wrong. Because I remember,
No,
I'm
I
gonna tell
think
you
you
something.
wrong.
I remember when Rutgers had a run. When they had Ray
Yeah,
Rice
yeah.
and all them, they had a
Yep,
run. And then that
yep.
coach left and it died. Fran Brown said, I'm
Seattle
going to be
left.
here for 10 years. I ain't going
Yep,
nowhere.
yep.
Well, I think it come down to this. What's his name? Brown. The coach's name Brown. He's the new Darryl Green. He was Prime was in the league same time as Darryl Green. Darryl Green was a bad man, but he wasn't Prime, and that's just what it's gonna be.
Yeah, but it's not, all right. So look,
Their
this is the thing.
uniforms don't even look good enough for them to have a brand. Look at their jerseys, bro. Like,
Them jerseys
come
is
on,
trash.
man. I don't even want to talk. Look at their jerseys,
Big
man. Like,
Tiger will
how
hype
can
up
you brand
anything. You
that,
see hype
dog?
up.
But
Like,
see,
how can
this is
you
what
brand
y'all
that?
missing, man. This is what y'all missing.
What's
Coach
up?
Prime has to be global. He has to reach all corners of the United States to be able to bring kids in because
Reach the people.
Colorado really don't have that kind of talent like that. That Midwest out there, really, they ain't really a football area.
Well, timeout. Yeah,
Mhm.
this next year he gonna have them Samoans tapped in. Don't get it. Hey,
But who you think gonna get the Samoans first?
uh,
USC and
they ain't at
UCLA.
USC now. They
That's what
not
I'm
at
saying.
USC now.
I'm
They at
asking
Utah.
y'all. Who you?
They at Utah for that market share for them Samoans. It's a pipeline that's, to Utah and BYU because of the Mormon thing, but it's the
Nah,
same proximity. That's what I'm just keeping it up. I'm out here. I'm in Oregon, so that's just how I go. Oregon gets some too. Let's not get it
Hmm.
messed up. But what I'm trying to tell you is, they get another season like that got, and they get that bag up. Oh, they coming.
no. The
All right.
ones
Well,
that get the most Samoans is Oregon. They the ones
That's
that get the most
what I'm
Samoans.
saying. It's in this. It's those three. It's Utah. It's BYU, and it's
Hmm.
Oregon.
Can't nobody top Oregon,
but
bro. They
Hey,
get
even
the
do
best. They
y'all
get the
know
but
who
best
our
even
Samoans.
that
defense?
hurt you still missing my point with that.
Oregon get the best
What's the
Samoans.
point?
All right, the Samoans. Where did Samoans come from?
Hawaii.
They like
Hawaii.
Hawaii. They you don't disrespect them like that. I'm just saying they from that
No,
Hawaii. They from them
it ain't
islands. They from the
disrespect.
islands.
No,
Because it's a different
it's
thing. They take
not
it
disrespect.
disrespectfully.
They
It's real talk.
Tongas.
They don't. The Tongans and the Samoans. You don't want to mix that up. They Polynesians. That's what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Tiger,
But
who's our new D line coach? You know what he is? You know what ethnicity he is?
Coach Pecco.
Ooh.
Like, yeah, this
His
the
son
thing,
was
Yeah.
there
man.
today. They took a picture with
Hmm.
Coach Prime.
Everybody always say, "Oh, y'all nut riding Prime." No, Prime just know what the hell he's doing, dog. And a lot of these other coaches don't. Prime knows what he's doing.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't be
Of
surprised if they
course,
get a
you go get
Tonka
a
in the portal.
Somalian coach so you can break in them Samoans, dog. Like, come
boy,
on, bro.
but
sheesh.
hey, I dropped out. So look, I'm back. So look, how far of a plane ride it is from Hawaii to California? California is the closest state. How far is that?
It's not that far. Hawaii not
That's
that
like
far.
4 or 5 hours.
4 or 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Dog, Fran Brown got Baltimore all the way up to Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
That's like 2 hours, 3 hours most driving.
Hey,
On a
Ty, let me
plane,
tell you
that's
this.
40 minutes.
Let me
Where are you going
let
with
me tell
this?
you this,
Yeah,
So,
because he
Tiger.
can
Let
get
me
hold
all
on,
the
well,
Samoans he
let me tell you
want.
this. I spoke to a
hold on,
coach the other day.
Fran. Let me finish my point, Fran. What I'm
Oh
saying
man,
is he got more kids and per square mile, he got more kids to choose from. Coach Prime got to go a longer distance to get kids. I ain't saying Prime can't get them. I'm saying he has to be global to get these kids because he got to go a longer way to get them. Fran just got to appeal to the kids in his zone, and they locking down Florida. They finna run this 95. They finna up and down 95. That's all they finna try to work. And they
Any
gonna
any
drop that
five
and
shit.
star
and that,
any 5 star
No,
in
and
any
that's
man.
state,
fine,
Fran is
Tiger.
Coach Prime
But
can get.
what
Fran is a
what is that
buku
gonna do
recruit.
for them? What is that gonna do for them? They're just gonna win games. That's it. It's not gonna improve their brand. It's not gonna do nothing. They're gonna win games, which is great. That's what I'm saying. Just leave Fran Brown at have a winning program and leave it at that. You
Yeah,
keep wanting more for him than they want for themselves.
yeah, that's true.
But
It
how
sounds
They
like you
just want to
shaking your
win
pom
games, and
what do
that's
you
poms,
want?
it.
Tiger.
So,
It's
so why
obvious
you think
he's
they call people bandwagon fans?
So you a bandwagon.
No, when you win games, you get bandwagon fans.
Okay, that's great, but that doesn't mean your brand increases.
No.
So
Just because
if you
somebody
get
like your
more
team don't
fans,
mean
then
they're
your
gonna buy
brand
a
increases.
jersey.
If you get more fans, your brand increases. That's what fans
Not
do.
necessarily, bruh.
but they're in the ACC, right?
Yeah.
Then ACC. I think it's a very good chance they can win the ACC in the next couple years.
You
And
see
that would
Notre
be
Dame.
great. That would
You
be
see
great, and they
Tell
you
you.
see
still wouldn't
Notre
do a
Dame went to
goddamn
the.
thing for the program.
You
There
see
you go,
Notre
Tom.
Dame went to the
They
Natty.
just
I'm
won
pretty sure
10
they
games
brand
last
won't
year.
get.
They didn't do nothing for
You
There
see
you
Notre Dame went to the Natty. I'm pretty sure they brand won't get expand.
them. That's what I'm telling y'all, man. Like,
go.
just leave it alone, dog. The brand is not going to get expanded. The brand is what it is. Now, they can be a winning program
Yeah.
and get some good recruits
Yep.
and be in the playoff every year, compete for
Yep.
the. That'll be great. That'll be
Hmm.
great. But Syracuse bread is going to be Syracuse bread, dog.
Hmm.
Y'all keep wanting Fran to do something he can't
Oh,
do.
hold on. Syracuse got the white Freeney now?
That's where he
Telling
from.
you,
He went to school
telling
there.
you, I'm telling you. Listen, he is in
Uh-oh.
touch with Prime.
Look, they got
Prime
them
is.
pom poms.
I'm telling you, here it come. I'm telling you.
What
Ain't
is
no.
that going? What is that
Watch.
going to do for him, Rand? What is it? What's going to
Re,
happen?
The
I
same
mean,
thing he
recruit,
did when Sap
hey,
came to
recruit.
but
Colorado.
Belichick got
The
Lawrence
same
Taylor and
thing.
Okay,
Fitzpatrick. I
so they
mean,
gonna
what we
get
talking
better
about?
players, and then what? They gonna win 10, 11 games, and then
How
what?
old are
What happens
you?
after that?
How old are you, man? How old are you about?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm an OG, man. I'm 38.
You ain't no
Oh my
OG.
God. So you don't remember Syracuse when he had McNabb and
Harrison.
all those guys and Freeney, all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Rodney
do.
Harrison.
Were you remember that?
Yeah,
Where was they brand then? It was bigger than Penn State then.
bigger than that. Where you're at,
It
man?
was
Not over the
bigger
country.
than
It was bigger
Penn
than that. Where
State.
you're at.
Yeah, no, because you remember what happened with Penn State around that time? That's around that time when Joe Paul got caught up in all that foolishness and he got
Mm-hmm.
fired and Penn
Syracuse
State
brand was
went
never
down.
bigger than Penn State, and it never will
Yes,
be
it
bigger than
was.
Penn State.
It
You
Yes, it
was,
tripping?
dog.
was.
Penn
Yes, it
State
What?
got
was.
Penn State got shut out for a minute.
Shut out like the program was losing, but the brand, Syracuse brand, was never bigger than Penn State.
No,
Wow.
honestly,
Not for
Right.
football. Y'all tripping,
It
dog.
honestly,
was.
Penn State brand has not came back. Even though they win it, it hasn't came back ever since that Joe Paul situation happened.
So who
But
got
they
a better
had
brand right now, Syracuse or Penn State for
now
football?
I mean, right
now
now,
it's Penn State, of
Penn
course.
State has a better
And you
brand
saying
because
that their brand
Because
never even
because
came back,
listen,
and it's still better than
because
Syracuse, and it
they
hasn't even came
because
back.
because they because they're getting the players from the northeast area. I'm telling you, if
I
yeah.
feel
Fran
y'all,
Brown,
man.
listen. I spoke to somebody the other day. What was it? The other day, right? You know what he's working on? Getting a pipeline from that Saint Francis school in
Hmm.
Baltimore.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
the exact thing as IMG, but just smaller. They
I
got dogs up there.
I
It,
want Fran to win, man. I want him to win the conference. I want him to run the ACC. I want him to do all of that, man. Be in the playoffs. Like we all want the same thing for him as it
Yeah.
relates to success. But
all
we just
right.
have to lower the bar, lower the
Nah,
standard when it comes
nah.
to branding. He's not gonna
No,
be
it's
at
not
the
the same.
level we want him to be.
It's not the
It's just
same.
not gonna happen.
Not the same.
So if he wins and he gets to the playoffs
Hmm.
a couple years I'm in a row,
Mm-hmm.
what does that do for them?
Make the
No,
Syracuse fans happy.
that's
That's
about
all it gonna do.
yeah.
Yo, give
But,
him that credit. All right, go ahead. All right, okay.
but this is all
But
right.
I
This
see,
is my
I see
point, and I'm
something
gonna leave this
different.
long, y'all. We're gonna go to another subject. I'm gonna leave this long.
Mm-hmm.
If Syracuse can win New York City, and this is my whole thing. If Syracuse win New York City, you know how many fans are in New York City?
But Tiger, it's not even New York City. It's New Jersey. If he can get Jersey, it's over.
Well, what I
I'm
mean by
telling
that,
you.
you saying players. You talking about players. I'm talking about
Okay. Talking about fans.
yeah, fans.
Oh, okay,
If
Yeah.
okay, okay,
if
okay,
he
okay.
can get the New York market, the New York market
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
to lock in, because they tired of
What?
the Giants losing, they tired of the Jets losing. They want to see a New York team that's actually winning.
Oh,
Dog,
okay. I get
they
that.
gonna make
I get
so
that.
much
But
money,
this, but
bro.
this the thing.
And once
Okay,
they make
cool.
a lot of money, now they gonna be able to pay these kids. And once you can pay them, most of the time they gonna stay.
Okay, okay. The East Coast cast that's from that area, right? When McNabb and Harrison and Freeney was it really popping like that in the city?
Yes. Yes.
Because I didn't. Because I mean, we knew of him, of course, but I'm not from there. It's a different when Boots is on the ground. So
Okay.
so that's kind of where it's we having a regional conversation. Like we were talking about Samoans just a minute ago. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's true too.
You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
if we ain't in the city, you gotta tell us what that's like when Syracuse is popping.
All right.
And when McNabb was there, did they win 10 games?
I'm not sure, but I'm sure they
Probably
did.
not. And it was popping. Fran Brown them just won 10 games, and it ain't popping. And
Well,
that's what I'm saying. It's not gonna be popping, man.
Can he get 12 months? Can he get
I'm
two
not
or
saying
Man,
it's gonna
why
be as
why
good as
why
two
why can't we
seasons?
be satisfied with him winning, dog?
because
Nah,
time
nah.
can change the whole landscape, and that's what they
I'm
forget.
telling you.
Dog,
It ain't enough just to win
if
games no more. That ain't
if
enough.
if they start playing this spring game with Syracuse, and Syracuse keep winning, and they start dominating the ACC, and they play this
Okay.
game like twice with Coach Prime, when
Okay.
they get all the eyes on them this all season, and Fran Brown, if they keep that coaching staff together, especially them four horsemen, them recruiters, oh,
Okay.
Uh-huh.
it's gonna be really mean.
Okay.
They might
Let's
take
You
them
let's.
to the
key, you
ACC.
said the key words, Coach Prime. It's
But
not
this,
gonna happen unless he hits his trailer to Coach Prime.
well, this what that's what they were trying to do with that spring game. Now, quick question. Now, Syracuse gotta go through Miami, and they
Hmm.
gotta go through Carolina, North
They already went through
Chapel Hill.
Miami. They
No,
already went through Miami last year.
I'm talking about
They already
coming
beat
up.
them.
Just coming. I'm talking about coming up. Just a new season, right?
Hmm.
Right. You got. What was it? SEC is Florida State, Miami, and Carolina. It,
And which team is really
Carolina
up
ain't
right
that
now?
good
you
yet.
telling me they're gonna go down there and run the muck down there?
They
Carolina
ran them
not
up
that.
against Miami last year.
We gonna. I mean, I'm not. Y'all know
Syracuse
better than me as
talented,
far
man.
as
I'm
over
telling
there.
you,
But
talented. And he didn't have to like do much, but just get it done. I'm telling you, he's talented. He's a good coach. He's a solid coach. And them kids are going to want to play for him because he speaks their language the same way
okay,
Prime is with them kids. I'm telling you.
okay.
We agree. Well, I agree with you specifically, but like I said,
This is,
and I'm done talking about this after
you
that.
said this 20 don't
They
look like your
brand,
20.
they brand ain't going nowhere,
You said
dog.
that 20 don't
What
look
I
like the same 20, huh?
Yeah.
tell me this right here.
Okay.
Tell me this right here. The top quarterbacks in the ACC are who?
I don't know.
We people always talk about Cam Ward, dog.
And he
That's what
gone
we
now.
said. But McCord was one of the top quarterbacks, and nobody talked about him like that.
I'm saying
Mm.
The
right
kid
now,
from
this
the kid
next
from West
season coming up,
Virginia. I mean Virginia Tech.
Virginia
What's
Tech.
his name?
Beck is going to be the most talked about quarterback in the ACC
Okay.
for
Early.
the entire year.
I
Early.
think his name Kyron Drones. Kyron
Yeah, yeah.
Drones.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kyron Drones. Beck and
And
Ricky Collins.
whoever Belichick got over there, they gonna be the
Nah,
most
Ricky
touched by
Collins.
quarterback.
You see him on the screen right now. Ricky Collins.
Nah, man, he ain't gonna be
Black
talked
Panther.
about like them guys.
Look, you just said something about Belichick. This was a different conversation before Belichick came in there.
Yeah,
Hey,
Belichick got
hey,
dude leaving out. Belichick top dude left. His best player left.
So did Fran Browns. Two of his
look,
top dudes left.
No,
we
his
just got
best player
excited
didn't
about
leave.
somebody just got excited
Who's his best
about
player,
Freeney.
Tiger?
He got Peppers and Lawrence Taylor on that sideline. What we talking about?
Tiger, his best player did leave, dog.
No, his one of his top receivers left. That dude wasn't even their best receiver. That tight end was their best receiver.
Where he at?
Going to the league.
Exactly. So he go. Everybody lost their best players, man.
But
No, Ricky Collins their best player.
Man.
Man, give him a minute to get them kids in there, man. Watch what
He
happens.
don't need a minute. He already turned it
Nah.
around right away. They won
oh,
10 games.
All right,
ain't
now
a lot of them
watch.
prep schools back in the Northeast?
Huh?
Ain't
Say
a lot of
again?
them prep schools in the Northeast?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so you saying so? Okay, that's this type of conversation we gotta have. So you telling Buddy from Syracuse gonna be tied into them prep schools?
Yes.
Exactly.
And
Okay,
if
okay,
he and if he can get a pipeline from that St. Francis school, I'm telling you, it's in I think it's in Baltimore.
because we got
Maryland.
cats from the West Coast going to the prep schools to get that extra year. So you know, we ain't go off getting
Yeah,
that conversation deep,
yeah.
but I understand what you're saying. But that's
I'm
what we
telling
need.
you.
Like, how many other schools are like are the Oak Hills of football over there? Is it like 3 or 4 of them, or is it
St.
just that one
Francis,
school?
he got a load of them in Jersey.
Okay.
They got he got one in New York. I forgot the name of it off hand. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you, the Northeast, as far as football, is on its way because
Okay.
now they're like even from the youth, they're like playing all year. You know what I'm saying? Like they playing them in spring.
Okay. Okay. I got you.
And see,
You
this
know what I'm
is
saying?
Demetrius
Mm-hmm.
Samuels. I think he gonna flash. I think he gonna be good. But I think the best player, like pound for pound, that's gonna make the biggest impact is that big offensive lineman, that 6'8" dude from Texas. Like this dude is a walking pancake, bro. He grabbing 6'3" defensive ends, 5 stars, and grab them, and them dudes complaining to the ref, like, "Hey, ref, he putting these."
Where's he from? I'm trying to see if it's the same kid. You are muted, Tiger, I think.
Every time I start talking, my mic drop. But this is why this lineman transferred out, dog. Big boy coming. We y'all finna see a lineman dominate college football like never before.
So he projected better than Pace and all of them.
That's him there?
Nah, this dude that transferred out called Big Boy coming. Big boy
Okay.
6'8", 360.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about he making 6'3" dudes look like they 5'11".
Shit. That's a kid. What's the name could use? Colorado could use. Look like.
And it's the thing about it. He got like 3 dudes is like 6'6" that's coming in right now, and he got like 2 dudes that were like 6'6", 320, 340 last year. So they finna have one of the biggest lines. Like they line gonna be right there with Miami and Clemson next year.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that quarterback, is he like a running quarterback, a mobile quarterback?
Yeah, he just
Over.
like Juju mixed with Salters.
All right, over with. It's over with. I'm telling you.
But all right, so y'all let's switch up a little bit.
All right.
This D lineman hit the portal today. Big Stone. When Prime was trying to bring guys in last year, I was saying if Coach Prime can get this guy right here, he's from IMG, the same school where Jordan Seaton from. I'm like, if he can get this big dude and Jordan Seaton, it's a wrap. My man just hit the portal. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if Colorado got a shot because he finna get paid. And I don't know if Colorado gonna pay.
What they're looking for?
I might
He's a
have something for y'all next week. I'm finna pay
he's
for
an
this
edge
game.
or a tackle. What is he?
He
I'm not
a
not
tackle.
familiar.
He a
Or a
big boy in the
tackle.
middle.
D tackle. What's
Harold, you
that?
remember I showed you this big boy a long time ago, like, and we were gonna do a breakdown on it, and you was like, "Oh yeah, I like him. He gets busy."
Okay.
And he was like last year. I showed you his highlight tape. He technique. He kind of remind you of like a Bruce Smith,
Oh
kind
yeah,
of like.
yeah, yeah. The white and blue team.
Yeah. IMG.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's him. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he back on the market.
Okay.
If Colorado can get this dude right here, it's over, bro.
Well, okay. See,
How
this
much
is the
money y'all
thing.
think he want? Oh my
That's what I
bad.
need to. That's what we need to.
I,
What's
I
the going rate for tackles, edges, linebackers?
You
What's
see,
going for
our
them?
edge just got 500,000 from Virginia Tech
Sheesh.
Or Virginia, not
that was
Virginia
our
Tech.
running back. That was our running back.
No, Todd. Oh yeah, running back. You
We
right.
don't know how much Ty got rid from the
Yeah,
Cowboys
that's
yet.
true. That's true. I got it mixed up. My bad.
Hey, I'm
Um,
working on something. I might have a connect. I might be able to see all these NIL deals and stuff next week. I'm working on something.
Is that cap in yet? Because I heard they was talking about like a $20 million cap. Has that hit yet, or is that still
I
talk?
mean,
yeah, that's
That's to
per
the
school.
conference show,
We
ain't
need
it?
another
The
edge
conference.
rusher.
Yeah, that's per school, but that's still the NIL money and then the collective money is
It's
two
two
different
different
things.
things. Yeah.
Yeah, like the collective money shit,
Oh,
it's limitless. The 20 mil is just so every school can, get them some decent players so they can compete a little bit. But that's still not gonna take the
oh,
place that like Michigan, they got the dude
the-
that own bar stools is a alumni there. He can help them get
Shit.
any player they
Shit.
want.
Oregon.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But
Hey,
yeah, the 20 mil is what they get at every program.
we looking to get that right tackle. Sneed, what his name is. His brother is play for the Eagles. We
Oh,
get him.
ILG was saying something about that. What school he at right now?
Uh, fuck, I forgot. It's a ACC team though.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Th- I thought I heard something on like one of those videos that two backs are leaving Colorado. Should y'all should y'all hear that too?
No. I think I heard them say they getting. Coach Ron say he getting two running backs. Is what you saying?
Running backs. Right.
Didn't
Yeah.
when y'all talking about one of them was having got into it with Marshall Falk a couple of weeks ago?
Oh, it was
Yeah,
IA.
that's
Yeah, he already in the
yeah,
That's
that's
portal.
what we
other
was
guys now.
assuming, but it ended up he might have got into an argument on purpose
Yeah.
because Virginia paid him half a mil. He probably faked the
Hey,
argument, man.
yeah.
But yeah,
hey.
IA gone. So I mean, Coach Prime said in the presser the other day we looking for two running backs. So no matter who it might be.
Who's in the portal right now though?
IA Isaiah Augusta.
Oh,
Yeah, he
Yeah,
it's
ain't in the
still
yeah.
portal
listed.
no
I'm
more.
kind of thrown off. That so the portal just opened up again.
Yeah, a
I'm
When?
just
couple days ago. But IA
okay.
already inked the deal. He getting 500,000 from Virginia.
And he didn't commit though. It was just a rumor that he got 500K.
Now it opens up twice, right? Right after the season, and then a couple of days.
Yeah, this the spring portal that's open right now.
Okay, what's the strongest portal?
Spring portal.
Spring portal. That's where Prime came in his first year and had that clean out. That was the spring portal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got to get all the good players right now.
Hey, but listen, you know, all this, money being spent on the coaches and everything, like you think Colorado's NIL or collective is like up there like that now?
It's
Like to
about
be
they
able to
need
get these
another
guys?
season.
Bro,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know,
just
bro.
I
I
just seen I just seen Juju drop off in the Lamborghini Urus today. They got the money.
yeah, Juju money different though. Like Juju money different.
No,
But
but I'm saying
I
I'm
think
saying you see what I'm saying? Like they got it though.
yeah, I think
I
Colorado,
don't
they
know.
just they
I
not trying to spend
don't,
it like that. Like Prime gonna have to change. He gonna have to spend that money if he want these players to stay.
I think like he want to get good players, but they know they want some money. but he don't want to, spend it on them.
Yeah, he gonna have to though. Shit, he
Well,
got
Right.
to.
Hey, right. I agree.
well, I think what they're trying to do is what Prime them. Well, I thought what Prime them was trying to do. Come here, prove yourself, and we'll give you the bag. But you got guys that's here that improve themselves and then give them the bag. So, like to me, I like
Like
what Augustus was doing. I thought he was nice. But when I would listen to a lot of these Colorado channels, they still wanted other people to play.
but you know what? I think they freeing up carries for Hood. I'm telling you, Hood is gonna be something else for them, man.
No,
You're
yeah,
right.
you know what?
I'm
You know
telling
what's
you.
so bad? You know what's so bad about this? If they start Brendan Hood and he go off, how much you gonna bet somebody gonna offer him a bag and he gonna leave the year
Nah,
following?
because
And
Bro,
see,
that
it
I
it,
think
it
that's another
happened. It
because
thing.
that
happens to it
pastor
happens
brung
to
him in.
it happens to all our running backs, bro. All of them.
Nah,
Dylan
last
Edwards,
year,
IA, Anthony Hankerson. It happened to all of them, bro.
I
But
think what
Go
was the
ahead.
coach's name that's at Wyoming now? What's his name? The running back coach.
Flea,
Coach Fleet.
Flea. Right. I think Flea cleared that, room out. You know what I'm saying? And he brung in more
Well,
backs.
they said it wasn't getting developed when Coach Fleet was there.
Nah,
No. All right.
I I
Now,
think they said leave.
now this is the thing I want to say right here. If we get this guy, if she prime need to pay this guy right here. He visited in Colorado. This is number one safety that's currently in the portal. Hey, let's
He is
give him some
not
love.
number one. Stop that. He is not number one.
In the portal currently right now.
No, he's not.
Look what they see on the screen. Look what they see on the screen. I
That's
didn't
that's
type
what
this.
they say. We can go on 247 Sports right now, and he would not be top 5 safety right now in the portal.
But what's the name? Stamped him though. Scoop. Stamped him.
I mean, yeah, you stepped on me. Yeah, I'm not saying he's a bad player. He's just not top 5.
we
They
need a
saying,
safety though. I don't care if he top 10.
well,
Shit,
okay.
we need safety.
Well, who the top? Who the top then? Who the top safety, Bucky?
I can go to what's name and look right now.
Bucky, you act like you be knowing like
we
who the
hey,
top.
No,
either way
no,
we need a safety,
no.
man.
Because when I did look, he wasn't the top safety in the portal. But I get what you're saying. But he's not. When I had seen this, I had went to go look, and he wasn't the top 5. But I can go see right now.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say this right here. We might have a connect with this because he played with Hood. So him and
Right.
Hood played in the same backfield last year.
I was about to
And
say that.
yeah, they talking to each other. So Hood might be like, yo, bro, you can come over here and get some burn, dog. But now, I don't understand why the guy left. The guy from I think Arkansas, why he left.
Riley,
These
Number
kids,
9.
these
Savion
kids don't
Riley.
want to compete,
Yeah,
man.
Riley. Like I don't understand why he left when he got playing time last year. Like why? Like I don't understand how some kids play and then they don't play no more. But then some kids they always play. They always stay on the field when they don't produce.
You know how that is. It's because you're doing what you're supposed to do off the field. You know
That's right.
Prime's motto. He gonna let you play if you're doing what you're supposed to do off the field.
You muted again, Tiger.
You muted.
Yeah, you good. Good now, I think.
All right. Well,
Prime
I
gonna come
just I
off
just
that
said that
soon.
like Savion. To me, I feel like Savion should have been playing last year. Well, year before last, and he wasn't playing. He wasn't playing.
But
And
but Tiger, but you know what? Like a position like safety, we don't know how good these kids are with like making calls. You know what I'm saying? Like they're probably talented, but they
The top.
probably still have some, growing up to do,
Hey, Tiger. The
as
top safety is
as far as as far as learning, what they got to do.
the top
who,
safety is Jason Sweeney. He went to Liberty with K Salt.
well, he gone right. He out of the portal, right?
No, he's still in there.
Oh
I
well,
think I think K Salt retweeted him when he announced that he was in the portal too.
Well,
Oh,
I
they
mean,
said it was
Hey,
K Saul's
hey,
brother arguing with Sapp.
what's his name still in the portal?
Don't say
Man,
Trevor
what's his name?
Woods.
Please don't.
Please, please don't say Trevor Woods, man.
y'all need to cut it out.
He made plays.
Uh,
I wonder why they get rid of Savion Riley though over Ben. That's crazy.
maybe I
Well,
left, man. We gotta
But I
cause,
mean,
understand, and
cause
I think that we finally starting to see now that a lot of these kids leave, man. A lot of these kids leave what they own. It's not always coaching staff pushing them out. Like a lot of these kids got people in their ear. They some
yeah.
might be getting some good information, some might be getting some bad, but a lot of these kids leave on their own.
but
Yeah.
but when you see the videos from Will Off and shit like that, like I think Ben was like getting a lot of reps and Savion Riley wasn't, so I guess he left.
Ben
Yeah.
is out there because it's a competition behind him, right? And Prime is saying, "All right, y'all, one, two, three, take it from him,
But
But
he ain't
yeah,
do shallow like that.
I hate that
huh?"
because why? Yeah,
But he ain't do shallow like that.
or Shador.
Yeah,
Or
because they want
you
nobody
see,
better than
Shador was
them.
the
Right.
outright best. Like it
Want
wasn't no
nobody better than
comparison.
Shiloh,
So what?
man.
What do
Come
you
on,
what do you
man. Let's
call the
not do that.
best Tiger?
What I'm saying, Shador, it wasn't nobody even close to Shallow on. Like when Shallow went down, Simon Craig did his thing. He
Right.
replaced. He gave us the same production that Shallow gave last year.
Correct. You
So
talking about two
when
NFL draft prospects, man.
But
when
I'm
he
saying you had two safeties on the team that could play on the same kind of level. And when Riley got in the game last year, he didn't disappoint. And then we had another guy, the number 5. He was on the team last year too. He's looking like a
But
baller right now. So it looked like
but
he
you
and
could
get
play
Stoudemire
safety
played
too.
there too.
but you giving Ben the Charlie treatment, like bro,
That's what
like
I'm saying.
Because
that's not good teammate
they
though. Like you can have so many depth on your team, but the way you treating certain players on your team, it makes them want to leave.
And so that's why I'm saying when Shallow came back, he didn't say, "Ben, get in here, Shallow. You got to work your back way back up." You know what I'm saying? Like that
But
hurt a person's
why would you
pride,
even want
dog.
to do that to somebody who you know it's their last season? You know this they end all be all. Y'all stop acting like y'all don't understand the game at that level.
Let's be
Shiloh's a
real.
senior. He
Let's
got
be real.
5 games left. Why the hell you gonna make him compete for his position?
No,
You
Especially
would have
when the
did with
team
anybody
winning.
else.
no.
Especially when the team winning.
When
You would
he
have did with
came back
anybody
right
else.
before the first game, we were saying he shouldn't even played.
Oh, it was supposed to be Stoudemire. Yes, Stoudemire was eating.
Yeah, remember we were saying that? You like wrong. You remember we said Shiloh shouldn't really play until maybe like the Nebraska game,
Yeah, he came back too early. But we
and
also
then look
said
what
whenever
happened.
he come back,
no
he should get
no
his spot.
And he
We
got
also
killed in
said
that K
that.
State game too when he came back too early.
Yeah, he did, but he lived and he learned. You can't take that from that man, man. And I don't care if it's your son or not. You got the senior. Like that's how football work, dog. The seniors is going for the most part. If they're even as if the person behind them, if they're neck and neck, the senior's gonna play. That's how that shit go. Y'all acting like y'all don't
No,
know that.
not all the time, dog. If the person
Well, it should
behind
go
you,
like that.
no, if the person behind you is neck and neck with the senior, sometimes they'll say, "Well, I'm gonna have this dude for the next 2 years. I might as well go let him play because the senior finna be out of here. Let me
And
let
then he
Buddy
depending on
doing
the
play,
well on
coach.
top of that.
That's
and
if
now
your
he gonna
team
get
is
better."
trash. Not if your team is good and y'all are winning. You're not doing that.
And
But
he
yeah, if the
was no
season's
way.
over, if the
It
season's
was
over with and y'all ain't going nowhere, you might do that.
it was no way he was gonna sit Shiloh. He would have heard that the rest of his life.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
why would you
saying?
why would you do that?
That
Not
was
even just
gonna
as his
happen.
son, but as a coach, anyways. Like
I
this
But
is
mean,
why would you
this one
put
of your
Dylan
best players.
Edwards? Why would you put Dylan Edwards behind Charlie?
When was
that's a
Dylan
good
Evans
one.
behind
Because he can't
Charlie?
That was a good
because he
one.
No,
cannot
He
block.
last year
was.
Charlie was named the starter.
He was.
Man,
He
come on,
was.
dog.
That's a good
Not
point.
before Dylan left.
Yes, he
Before
Yes, he
Dylan
was,
left,
was.
dog.
No,
Yes,
listen.
no,
he
no,
Before
no,
was.
no.
Dylan
I promise.
left, listen, bro. Y'all listen, dog.
They was
Before
they was
Dylan
getting ready
left,
to put Dylan in the
oh
slot,
my
bro.
god, this guy won't let me talk.
That wasn't me that was
Before
talking.
Dylan left, him and Hankerson were on camera talking about, yeah, we finna do this, we finna do that. They got packages specifically for us. and then both of them ended up leaving.
Look,
Charlie
I'm gonna
wasn't
show
no
you.
damn starter
No,
before that.
listen.
I'll
When
go show you
Charlie,
the video clip,
bro,
dog.
I can show you a video too. Literally, when Charlie was getting first team reps, Dylan Edwards and Savion Washington was looking like they was looking at each other sideways, like, why
Yeah,
is he
they
getting
had that
reps?
look like this some bull
That
jive.
was that clip that went viral on Twitter. They was like, why is Charlie getting all these reps? They was like hating on him.
Man, they knew Charlie was finna get that starter spot if they would have stayed.
But
You don't
see,
know
but
that.
see, but see, that's their fault because they didn't understand the game. Meaning, they knew they were better than him, right? So if
Yeah,
you don't have it to go take it from him, that's on you.
exactly. I ain't giving no
What?
pit
Why you
parts to
ain't do?
say, well, they
But
should
this is
be
what I'm
doing
saying.
this.
But this is what I'm saying. Why should do they have to compete then, and why
You
Charlotte
just
don't have
Who?
said
to
it.
compete?
You just
You
said why Shador have to compete.
Why is that?
He had just said it. Big Tiger, ask your own question because you literally just said it.
I because he was the
Shiloh, you
best
mean?
on the team.
Because he was the clear cut. Nobody was even close to being better than him. The team wouldn't have a chance to win if he don't got the ball in his hands. That's
Yeah,
So
why.
you got
so
all these
so is
good running
Dylan
backs. That,
Edwards and Charlie close to each other?
What do you mean? They
Probably
could be. They
so,
do different
Tiger.
things.
Tiger, listen,
They do
listen,
different things. Dylan
listen,
Charlie,
Edwards
Tiger,
is not. Dylan Edwards is a
Tiger,
slot back. He's not a traditional running back, bro. Like, stop acting like he's a
Tiger,
you
traditional
can't say
running
that to
back.
K State because he
Tiger.
did the
Yeah,
same
Let
But
me
you
thing
ask
with
you a
can
us.
say that
question,
to K
Tiger.
State
Hold
He
because
on,
did
that's
the
why
y'all.
he
same
Hold
was a
on,
thing
hold
what
slot
he
on.
did
back
with
Let me
us.
there.
ask you a question, Tiger.
Hold
Huh.
on, friend. Hold on, friend. Make your point, Bucky.
He did the
What?
same thing that he did with us when he went to K State. He did the same exact plays, coming from the back, doing Texas routes, everything. He did the same exact thing.
Exactly. What? So what are you saying? He still
Let me
wasn't a
ask you a
starting back.
question.
He wasn't a
Let me ask
He
you
starting
a
was
back.
he
question.
wasn't a starting back, but I mean he
But
came.
the
He
but
was
the guy in front of him
Exactly.
going to the
He's not
league.
a starting back. That's what we. That's
But
what
the
the
guy in
debate
front of
is.
him was like one of the top leading rushers of school history.
Yeah,
and
but
he was
who?
the top of the Big 12 too.
Who?
Tiger, let me ask you a question, Tiger. Take away Dylan's speed, right? It's minus his speed. What is he?
All right, okay. Take away
No,
should
no,
do
no,
it.
no, no.
Hold on.
Answer,
Take away
answer.
should do it. Ability to read the field and throw the ball. What is he?
What?
What are we doing? No, you can't take away
Take
the ability and now you
No,
try to
I'm
And
compare him
saying,
to
no, no,
another.
I'm
Hey,
saying,
Dylan Edwards is
running
not a
back,
starting running back.
running back.
No
No, he's
matter
not.
what
You
team you put him on, he's not
Uh,
a starting running back.
I
I'm
you
mean,
got to
but
saying
be
he's
able to
but he
block.
hold on.
You
He's
got to be able to
behind
catch
DJ
out the
Giddens though.
backfield.
I understand. And who he gonna be behind it? So he gonna be their starting running back this year because DJ
exactly.
I
Giddens
think
gone.
he is. I
No,
think he is.
Yep.
Get the hell out of here, man. Y'all
He's
lying
a
now. Y'all
slot.
making shit up.
He a
He
slot.
Dylan is a
made more
slot
plays in the
back,
back.
dog.
Yeah.
Like
He's a slot back.
when he got there, he supposed to been the third back. He
You can
got more
get
touches than the second guy.
you can get any running back from CU and they go to K State and won't start up DJ Giddens, and that's a fact.
I understand that, but Dylan is a slot back. He's not a traditional starting running back,
No.
and he's
But you
never going to be that. So, regardless if he's at Colorado, Kansas State, wherever he's at, he's not going to be a traditional starting running back because he can't run between the
I
tackles.
mean
He's too little.
you say that, but K State say different.
What? Okay, so he was the starting running back last year, then?
All right.
What you mean?
No. And is he going to be the
So
starting running back this year?
For
No.
2020 for 2023, he was starting running back for us.
so
No, he
wrong.
wasn't.
no, he
Yes, he
wasn't.
was.
So
No, he
wrong.
wasn't.
He
Yes,
Go
he
ahead. I'm
was the
was.
listening.
starting
Yes,
back
he
for
was.
Colorado.
He started at
No,
TCU. What are you saying? I went to the game.
no. Dylan Edwards was the starting running back at Colorado.
Yes.
Yes, at
He
TCU,
was
they first
not.
game, I was there. He was the starting running back.
Man, y'all
Well,
He
drunk,
okay,
scored
but
our
man.
who's
first
the starter
touchdown.
then?
He
Who was
No,
the
he
scored
didn't
our
starter?
score our
first
first
touchdown.
touchdown.
Before
Savion
they went to
Wilkerson scored
Oregon
our first
State,
touchdown.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he
That's
did.
the goal line package.
Savion
no,
Wilkerson scored our first
That
the
touchdown.
was our
kid
goal
that
line
went to
package.
Oregon State. What's
Our
his name?
starting running back
Hankerson.
was Anthony Hankerson, man. Stop the
Hankerson.
cap,
No, he
bro.
was. Edgar Heston didn't even see
Hankin
the
wasn't
field.
no starter.
What? All
He
right.
was.
Hankin
Okay.
wasn't a starter.
Go ahead and
Oh
ask
my
your
god.
question, Ty. It's
Anthony
all
Hankerson
good.
did not see the field. That's the main reason
So
why he left.
so if Dylan Edwards hit the portal and Charlie hit the portal, who you think will get picked up first?
We
Dylan
never answered
Edwards.
that.
Okay,
Dylan Edwards
so
gonna get picked up first.
why are Prime
But
talking about some it's a
they do
competition
different
with
things. They
Because
Charlie
do
and Dylan?
different things.
it's a way to get kids to separate themselves.
Well, why he
You
didn't do that
understand?
with Shiloh and Shador?
Because
Because he didn't have to.
he
Same reason
was
why he didn't do it
probably
with
the best
Travis.
safety.
Same reason
One,
why he didn't do it with
two.
Jordan Seaton. Like name some other people, Tiger. Because he didn't
No,
do it
because
with a lot of
you didn't
people.
have to
But
you didn't have to do it
you
with
keep
Dylan
only
Edwards either.
asking, why he didn't do it with Shiloh and Shador. He didn't do it with Travis. He didn't do it with Jordan Seaton. He didn't do it with Silman Craig. What about them people? Why you ain't naming them? Exactly.
No,
Stop the cap, dog.
no,
Stop the cap.
no.
He
Hold
didn't do it
on,
with a
hold
lot
on.
of people.
Yes, he did do it with
No,
Shelby
he did
Craig.
it. Silman
Shelby
Craig
Craig
never.
didn't start at Jackson the
Oh
whole
yeah,
time.
Tiger,
Stephen
look.
Craig didn't start. It was
Tiger,
Andre
look.
Ward
What? We're
and
not
Tiger,
Andre
talking about
Ward.
look.
Jackson, bruh.
Look. Check
No,
this out. Check this out.
Stephen Craig didn't start first game at was it 2023? Andre Ward did.
No, Slush started one
Yeah,
game and
Slush.
then
My bad.
Slusher
Silman
got
My
Craig
hurt.
bad.
took
Slush.
over.
Slush
Slusher
first
got
game.
hurt.
Okay, what about Seaton? What about Travis?
No,
Was
was
Seaton
a
is the
five
best.
star.
Yeah, he the
Travis was
best
a 5 star.
offensive tackle in the
Okay, so
nation.
you asking questions. Maybe when you that talented, you don't get those. Shiloh came from the SEC.
No, Dylan was a 4 star.
Well, what do you mean? Who cares? He's a freshman. This is a veteran that we're talking
No,
about. And
we just talked
y'all
about George
listen, man.
Seaton.
Y'all really feeding into if Dylan would have stayed, Charlie couldn't even keep the starting job with Hayden behind him. Y'all really think he gonna keep the
Hayden came
starting
from
job
Ohio
with
State.
Dylan?
Duh, he wasn't gonna
Like,
start.
come on, bro. Y'all just talking now to have something to talk about. That's
No, I'm
ridiculous.
not. I'm just saying, why do you do that to a kid when you don't do that to your own kids?
He
Tiger.
doesn't do it to kids that aren't his either.
Tiger. Tiger. You- Do you understand Shiloh like ran the ran the secondary?
He trying to act like Shiloh's not the one of
Shiloh
the best safety on the
Shiloh
team, man.
Shiloh
That's
No, I'm not
made
trying
the
ridiculous.
to act like that.
calls.
Yeah, you
Huh?
are.
No, I'm not. What I'm trying to say is when Dylan Edwards and Charlie in the same backfield, that ain't no conversation who the best.
Okay, so listen to this,
But the
Tiger. How many times is Colorado running the ball a game?
What
Not
does
that
that
many.
matter?
That matters a lot because that
because
position
you
you
got to
can play
block.
around with because you're not using that position. You
Okay,
can
so
play
if you
around with that as
throw
much as you want because you're not using it.
if you throw a check down, who you gonna throw it to?
Whoever's open, Jimmy Horn, LaJonte Wester.
Now, most times you check down to your running back. So do you want an explosive guy to catch the ball, or you
I
want a
want whoever
dude that
gonna
can
catch the
barely
ball.
shake something,
Well,
catch
that's
the
what they
ball?
did
Jimmy,
with Dylan.
Dylan, and
I mean,
Charlie. Charlie never started over Dylan while Dylan was on the team.
And in the offseason,
And
In
too.
we
yeah,
practice.
know
yeah,
And
that.
you're
who
right about
cares
that.
In
about
the
in
off
practice? Charlie
You're right
never
about that.
started over Dylan
Coach Prime
while Dylan
cares.
was on the team. He
Coach
never
Prime
started
cares.
Yeah,
over Dylan. So
Bro, go
y'all
back.
can stop the
You
cat
can
with
you're right
that.
literally
about
go
that. You're
back
right
and
about
watch the
that.
videos.
He never
Charlie was
started
running
over
with the
him.
Woods.
He never started over him, and he never would have. Who cares if he read it with the Woods? What
Dog,
does
that's
that
your
mean?
route, bro. That's
Until
your
the ball
route.
gets
That
kicked,
was the main
until the
reason
ball
why they
gets
both
kicked
left.
off, who cares? Until the season starts and the ball gets kicked off, who cares?
Bro, wrong. You're not getting what we saying. Okay, we know Dylan is better than Charlie, but we saying during the offseason,
Off
Charlie was.
season, key word. I don't care about the off season. I
Can you
care
let
about
the
when the
man
game
finish,
start.
bro? Can he make his point, dog? Come on, man.
During
No,
the
he cut me
offseason,
off all night. Hell no, he can't make his point.
Oh, see that
because you
that
know I'm
makes
right. Because you know I'm right. That's why.
What are you right about? What are you right about? That Dylan
Okay,
was
if you let
that
him
that
talk
that
long, he might can get it out.
so basically,
nah. Don't cut his defense. He been talking over people all night. You can't nobody defense.
yeah, come on, man.
Exactly. He know it. That's why he just giggling. But go ahead, get your point off. Go ahead.
So basically, if you go back and watch the videos,
Mm-hmm.
Dylan Edwards during the offseason, Dylan Edwards and Savion Washington was basically hating on Charlie because what for
Wilkerson, you
one,
talking about
Savion Washington,
Wilkerson? You talking about
yeah,
the
we're
starter or the one from Jackson?
No, he
the one
talking about
from
Wilkerson.
Jackson.
Go ahead. He's talking about
Oh,
No,
Wilkerson.
the
okay,
one from
okay.
Go
Jackson, the
ahead.
one from Jackson.
Yeah, Savion Washington is a tackle. Wilkerson is a running back. Go
Okay,
ahead.
I get that mixed up. All right, but you know who I'm talking about. So
Yeah.
basically, Charlie, I guess he was doing stuff during the offseason that was catching the coach's eye, Coach Lee
Mm-hmm.
eye and Coach Prime eye, and he was running with the ones. I guess it
Okay.
was like pass blocking that was better than Dylan and
Right. It's
Savion
called
Wilkerson.
knowing your assignments.
Okay.
And basically, he was running with the ones. And the clip that went viral was when they was all in the huddle with Coach Flea, and Coach Flea was giving Charlie his props, and Dylan and Savion Wilkerson was looking at him with the side eye. And then
Hmm.
the week after that, they both jumped in the portal and left.
Okay. So you said if that would have happened, Dylan would have stayed?
If they wasn't giving Charlie
Dylan
enough
was out
praise,
of there
yes.
anyway,
Fuck no.
man.
Dylan was leaving no matter what. So we can forget about that. And then Wilkerson, he's an idiot for leaving. He should have never left. He dumb as hell.
But they was hating on Charlie though. You can see it you can see
Oh,
their
oh,
demeanor during the videos.
okay. But that's a problem with them. That's a character issue. So
Right,
if you want to
right.
get that
That's
point
not a
out
Darren Carroll.
to
So,
that's
all
not a
right,
character issue?
so
Oh
you
my
think
God.
if Coach Prime on a team and they keep putting a dude in front of him that he know he better than, and you think Coach Prime gonna like that?
No, but you know what Coach Prime gonna do? He gonna outwork that dude just like the running backs who end up taking Charlie's
All right,
spot did.
all right, Big Hurt. You on here, Big Hurt? I don't know if he's on
Was
here.
Charlie the starting running back the whole
Uh,
season?
well,
Beginning of the season,
Maybe about
yes.
three.
No.
look, this.
The
Hold
people
on, hold
Three
took
on.
his spot
games.
because they were better than him.
All
I
right,
think he was the
hold on,
starting
y'all.
running back for
Let
like
me
2
let
or
me
3
make
games.
this point right here. Let me make this point because when I played college ball, JUCO and D1 was different. At JUCO, they'll let us go at it. They'll let us. The dog can rise to the top.
Oh yeah,
At D1, you only get so many reps. They
boy.
protect these people. They protect this person. If you hit somebody too hard, hey man, what you doing, man? You trying to kill your team? Like, so you can't even really show if you better than somebody if you only getting 2 reps. And this dude over here getting 8 reps with the first team, and you going out there getting 2 reps because you sharing time with another back. You can't even
Facts.
show what you got.
Facts.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Man, we seen what you could do all last season already, dog. We see both of y'all. We know what you
Exactly.
could
So why
do.
you put them down? So why you put them to the lower level
So
then if we already know what he got?
That's your coaching philosophy. Like, who cares
He
why
didn't
he
do
doing
that.
what
Okay,
he
if
doing?
that's your coaching philosophy, why did he didn't do that with his sons?
Because he didn't want to do that
with
at
his
every position.
sons,
What other
first of
position did
all,
he do that at? He only did it
one
at the
of
running
them,
back
one of
position.
them was the best quarterback in the country,
I mean,
right? I know.
They
that's a
just
fact.
making invalid points, man, for the sake of
No,
arguing.
y'all
Like
realize
y'all just
Dylan Edwards
wasting
could be one
time.
of the best running backs in the country next year, right?
No,
No,
he's
he's
not,
not.
man.
No, he's
He
Okay.
not.
may be
He's not even gonna
he
be close, man. Get the
he
Who
hell.
he
y'all
may
talking about?
be one of the fastest
Yeah, I
in the
said the
country,
best
but he
one of
ain't
the
gonna be
best
one
run
of the
backs in
best
the
in the country.
country.
Okay.
Who?
Okay.
Who y'all talking
Dylan
about?
gonna return some kicks. He
See.
gonna,
Y'all
break
talking
a
about Dylan?
screen
So
too.
all
But
right, so y'all tell me right now, at the end of the year, Dylan Edwards gonna be up for that the most versatile player award.
he might
Oh
be.
man, I hurt my
He's
stomach,
gonna be a
man.
1,000 yard
He
rusher for
might
sure.
be.
A
He might be
thousand
probably
yard
because he
rusher.
gonna be
Yeah,
returning
he
Oh
will
my
for
kicks,
sure.
god.
returning punts. He gonna be catching screens. He gonna be catching passes. He
He
may
had over
break a run or
500
two or
rushing
three.
yards under DJ Giddens, a guy that's gonna probably go first round in the draft this year.
Say that again.
I said I said Dylan Edwards had like over 500 rushing yards this year, and he
Okay.
was under DJ Giddens. That's probably going to go first round this year.
Okay.
That lets
Okay.
you know that
Look,
that's potential to be a 1,000 yard rusher.
Yeah, so he probably gonna have a
And
1,000 yard rushing. He probably gonna have maybe 2 punt returns or 1 kick return, 1 punt return, and he probably gonna have another 300 yards receiving.
bro, he not even
okay.
gonna be the starter running back on his team, bro. Y'all tripping.
You just
Go look
saying
at
that
the
because he was with us
go
and he
look at
couldn't
the
run
roster.
between tackles because we
He's
didn't have
not
no
even
offensive
starting
line,
running
bro.
back on his team, bro.
Who
Like y'all just
who they
talking.
got? You
He's
looking
not
at it?
even the starting running back on his team. Yeah, I'm
You
looking
looking
at
at it
it.
now? Who they got?
I want them to pull it up. Go pull up Kansas State right now. Dylan ain't even starting, bro. Y'all
You
niggas
put it up.
tripping.
You think you don't want to think he ain't starting. Everybody else
I
think
know
he
he
Yeah,
is.
ain't starting. I'm looking
and
at it
look,
right
and you're
now.
right. Charlie was running with the ones, and Charlie did end up starting the season.
Who?
Yeah, we know Charlie started the season, but if Dylan would have stayed, do y'all think Charlie would have started over
But
Dylan?
look,
Yes,
he's
yes.
Yes.
look.
And even
He
do you know how many
started the
plays Charlie
season.
got the ball for that first game? How many carries did he have?
I don't know,
I mean, you
maybe
gotta go back and
5.
look. I don't remember.
Uh,
We
well,
wasn't running the ball. We wasn't running the ball like
But
that
They
look,
let
anyway
they
at the
let
beginning of the season.
Rudy start at Notre Dame too. That'll mean nothing, bro. Cause you let this man, he worked hard, and you want to let him get 3 carries because he earned it, and then the backs come in and take over the game. If
Bro,
you can't handle that, you don't need to be playing football, dog.
Coach Prime was literally overglazing Charlie. Like it was to the point that
Exactly.
Cause
everybody
we
No, he
all
saying
wasn't.
seen
Just,
it.
No, he
Charlie
just
wasn't.
was
like he
killing in
did Trevor
practice.
Woods,
No,
and
he
just like
wasn't.
how he
Listen,
doing
Brian Urlacher, Brian
Charlie was
Urlacher.
killing in practice. We seen it, but we also knew that Charlie wasn't going to keep that job because we knew we had better backs.
Look,
And
Yeah,
the
he
we
backs
wasn't
knew
that
gonna
that, but
keep
stayed,
Coach
that
Prime didn't
job.
know
listen,
that.
the
It's a
Look,
backs
difference.
that stayed knew that too.
No,
look.
they didn't.
Charlie kept
Yes,
that
they
job
did.
until the other backs was ready.
Learned the system. That's why Charlie was it, because he knew the
Exactly.
system better than
The same.
Look
everybody.
now,
The
if we
same
go
with
in the portal
Woods
and get a top safety, I bet you Ben start this year. I bet you Ben start this year.
For how long? One
because he's
game?
gonna
It don't
know
One
matter
the
how long
he
he
series?
know
should
the
be on the
system.
field. Period.
Yeah, you got to learn the game, bro. If you can't get
Right.
out there if you don't know what you're doing. Y'all
Right.
keep just thinking it's
Right.
all about talent. You have
The
to know what the hell
speed
you're
and
doing.
jumping
Facts.
ability and all that
So he
shit.
can't know what
No.
he's doing in 4 to some months.
We don't know. We don't know,
All
bro.
right, all right.
Yeah, and for the record, I don't agree with Bucket saying Gideon's gonna go in the first round. I don't agree with that. But he might go in the second or third, maybe fourth round.
Who is
Who?
that?
He
Anybody
ain't
willing to
going
bet?
nowhere close. He ain't going nowhere close the first round.
Anybody willing to
Who?
bet?
He not even
Nah,
a
he
top
ain't
five
going
running
first.
back in the draft,
You
bro.
want to
He ain't
bet?
Stop
going
it.
first round.
Do
Charlotte
you
put him
want to
in that
bet?
10. Charlotte put him in
Anybody want to
10.
bet that?
He ain't even one of the top five backs.
Anybody
Who?
want to bet that?
Who? Giddens?
Yeah.
DJ getting yes.
Now he nice though.
Yeah, getting his line. He's an NFL running back.
Yeah. He'll go in the third, something like that.
I can bet he's not
Ollie
going no
Ollie
lower than
Gordon
second.
going before him.
They said
Oh, Gordon's definitely
Hankerson
gone.
was one of the best running backs in the country, and Charlie got more reps than him.
Who?
That's funny.
It's true though.
Them
Everybody
boys,
saying
them
Charlie.
Gideon.
boy, them boys
Charlie.
so scared about them practice reps, boy.
Uh-huh.
See the
Everybody get the
fact is,
same amount of reps, dog.
see the fact
No,
is that everybody knew
that
except Coach Prime, and Coach
Look
Prime is
what's
the head
happening.
coach. So
Look,
he
look,
says
look,
whatever he
look,
says go.
look at this though. Look what's happening now though. Who's running running with the first team? Dallin, right?
Yes.
Right. See?
Exactly. The best
But I,
player. Look at that. Dylan got both of those yards in the bowl game. He barely played last year, minus the bowl numbers. They say
all
how
right.
many yards he had.
Well, all right. So that's proven Bucky point though. Now you know who sat out of the bowl game? Giddens.
Did he? You
Yep.
know that for sure. You just assuming he sat out.
I'm assuming. I'm
He
assuming.
did.
Okay, okay. Well, make sure you put that on there because I don't know if he sat out or not.
Well, okay. Well, if he didn't set out, that means Dylan Edwards took his spot.
He can
No, he
have one
didn't. He
big
was
run, 90
he was
yards or
getting
something. Dylan is
he
not going to
was
be a starting running back, dog. He knows that. That's why he left and got the bag, bro.
What? No, he
His
left
money
and went
is
where
limited to the
somebody
college level.
respected him, dog.
How is that disrespecting him?
I said he went
Having
where
a walk
somebody
on.
respected him, where
No, he went
somebody
where he could
valued
get some
him.
money and he went home.
They valued him. They valued his presence. So they said, "Look, we're gonna get it back."
So Colorado, y'all just said he started as a true freshman, right?
he
Yes.
went home,
So
man.
Colorado didn't
He went
value him, but they
home.
let him start as a true freshman. Come on,
No,
man,
we talking
stop
about
it.
the next year. We talking about going
The
into
next year was
2024.
all mental, man. How is y'all that slow that y'all missing that?
How is it mental? And they could have stayed.
Because it is mental. They was leaving no matter what. You really think Dylan's that I'm leaving because I'm not better than Charlie and he's gonna keep a starting
No, no,
job?
no,
Man,
no, no,
get
no, no,
out
no,
of
no, no,
here.
no. We not saying we not saying that Dylan thought that he was better than him. We saying that Coach Prime was overly glazing Charlie every
Who
single day to
cares?
where it's
He
No,
like,
still
man,
plays
he wasn't
Charlie. He ain't
glazing
the
him,
starting
bro.
back.
Listen, he said if y'all are good, because I bet you he thought the backs that was behind him were in a pack. None of them separate themselves. So he put Charlie there and said, whoever work right and earn the spot will have to take it from Charlie. And it didn't happen
you
by the
think you
first
hold on, hold on,
game.
hold on. You think if I'm a true freshman and I'm making noise my 2023 season, that off season, you think I'm gonna let a walk on just overly just step over me and think he's better than me. No, I'm finna go somewhere where
Bro,
I'm valuable.
do you know that they grade practice every practice?
They
Yeah.
didn't start doing that till this year. They didn't do that last year.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
They did not do that
No,
last year.
no. I mean,
They did
they
not
did
do
it
that
last
last
year
year.
too.
No, they didn't.
Oh my god. Grading practice. That's why you watch the film after every practice
Hey,
because you
hey,
grade it.
That's true.
little bucket. They say better hunt it. Better hunt it. He gonna go in the first round.
I say he won't go no lower than second round.
bet that too.
I bet 100.
Nah, man, Dylan's a good
Y'all don't know who
college
DJ Giddens
athlete.
is. Like what?
I said he's a good college athlete.
Who?
You talking about Dylan, or you
I was
talking
talking
about
about
the other?
DJ Giddens with the 100.
Oh.
And
I don't
Dylan is
know
not
about
just
that.
a college athlete. He can be a pro too.
I put it back Allen from Syracuse over Giddens because he was a better receiving back, and I think he ran with more
Shit.
power.
Hey, Tiger, to keep it real. At the end of this year, I bet you Hood would is probably gonna have a better year.
I mean, now that IA gone, I'm right there with you.
I'm telling you, he ain't have no vision to me. He was just
Ollie
fast.
Ollie Gordon was horrible this year. What are y'all talking about in the
Nah,
comments?
Hey, we
nah,
got
nah.
hoops in the building. Appreciate the
Oh,
super chat.
Bro, Ollie Gordon was horrible this year. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Who should say what's
Stat
good, panel?
stat wise, he got hurt,
there's no
man.
way.
Hey, there were five backs in the. Actually, there were four backs in the Big 12 that were better than Giddens this past year, dog. That's just in the Big 12.
You going off of stat wise.
Yeah, it
And how
was.
many
So
Now,
do
yards?
you.
but he had to share the ball though. He had to share the ball with Dylan and the
And then
other guy,
also
the other running back,
Everybody had to
how
share the
and the
many
ball.
quarterback.
and also how many rushing yards away from five running backs?
I
You
mean,
s-
when you look at those getters, he like top 20 all time in the Big 12.
Now I'm asking Rome because Rome said it's five running backs in front of him in the Big 12. So go from the list and name the rushing yards that they had from DJ Giddens.
I say Scatterboo and
Yes, gotta
Harvey.
do.
Scatterboo and Harvey.
Can y'all hear me or nah?
And we
Now
can
we
hear
Yeah.
you
can.
now.
I guess when I switch to that screen, y'all can't hear me. Scatterboo 1,700, Harvey 1,500, Taj Brooks 1,500,
Taj who?
Taj
Charles
Brooks
Brooks.
1,500. Uh, Giddens had 1,300. Giddens had 7 touchdowns. R.J. Harvey.
Hey, leave that man alone, please.
Taj
You
Brooks
and
had
I.
17. Like, I'm trying to chill, man, but y'all just want to get cooked tonight, man.
Why you do?
Like, come
Man,
on, man. Just chill, bro.
he had to share the ball with this dude right here.
And Dylan went over there was a backup still, man. This dude ain't even a top. This
Uh,
thing if he would have went to another school, bro.
Top running backs don't get drafted just off of rushing your stats. You know that, right?
Listen, I said Giddens is a college running back. I'm talking about, I mean, a NFL running back. I'm talking about producing in college. So Dylan, y'all said he's this great guy. He went to the fifth best. It was five other running backs he could have went, and he was behind the fifth best one. And these dudes' numbers was killing. Just think if he would have went to UCF or Texas Tech somewhere. Like Dylan, not really like that. Like y'all saying, he's not a
What?
starting
Maria,
running back.
Maria,
Okay.
I don't really think all these kids left because they want to be the number one back. I think they left because they want to go to a offense that they were going to be able to touch the ball more. And most of these guys touch the ball more. Savion got hurt at Georgia State, and McCaskill he didn't get the ball, but everybody else got the ball.
I mean, they knew
Hank is
they
the only
knew.
one that touched the ball, Mark.
Hankerson,
Dylan
yeah,
did not touch the
Hankerson's the
ball,
only
But
one.
y'all
Mark.
got to think about they was
Dylan
all
did.
under that. They was all under that program in 2023. They knew next year, going into the next year, we wasn't gonna have no good blockers, and we wasn't gonna run the ball. So that's why they left.
Come on, man.
Well, we finished better than every school they went to. Oh,
Yep.
except for ASU, but McCaskill
We
didn't
don't
do
have a
nothing.
thousand. We don't have a 1,000 yard bet. We didn't finish better than nobody in the Big 12. Stop that.
Yes, we
Tiger,
did.
did
Who?
that
Yeah.
quarterback leave Kansas State?
We talking about? I'm talking about rushing. I'm not
Not
talking
not
about
as
this
I
team
not
overall.
as of right now. They say he might
Uh,
leave.
uh, he
Rome.
might.
I'm not
He
talking
might.
about team overall. I'm talking about rushing. Just period.
Come on, we don't run the ball. We got Shador. You know we not running the ball at Colorado
Okay,
last
that's
year specifically, but this year we're gonna run the ball.
well, yeah, because you got a dual three that's your quarterback that don't care about running the ball.
So
Yeah.
well let me check your temperature wrong. So do we need to go after this safety or we good with
Yeah.
Ben? Or we good with Ben?
Oh,
No,
we
go
need to
after
go. We
him.
need to go after this safety. He's better than Ben.
Okay.
I feel like we gonna
Just
get him
like the
because
linebackers we went after was better than Trevor Woods.
I
And what
feel like
happened? Trevor Woods had to get his bulky ass off the field. Y'all acting like Prime not gonna play the best player, dog. He
but
might, he might listen, and y'all can't be mad at him because he want to give these guys an opportunity. Y'all can't be upset at him because of that.
do we
Just
really
because he
got
wants to
time
give
for
these guys an
opportunity though?
opportunity, eventually the best players play, dog.
But
Y'all know that.
do we have time for opportunity? No other school
Yes,
exactly.
we
doesn't.
do. Yes,
So
we
So
do have
so
time
we
for it.
had time for opportunity against Nebraska.
We have time for it. What do you mean? Come on, bro.
So
Nebraska,
when we
Nebraska
played
was just a
Nebraska and
beating.
Charlie was out there, how did Charlie help us win?
How did he hurt us? He didn't. Shador hurt us more than Charlie that game. Like, come
no,
on,
listen,
man.
listen, listen. Big Tiger, you can't even say Nebraska shit. North Dakota State almost whooped us.
Almost.
No, he didn't,
Almost
man.
don't
Come
count.
on,
And
man.
whose fault was that? That was Charlie's fault.
Coach Prime
Come on,
Why?
man.
Why?
having certain players in the game when they shouldn't be in it.
Bruh.
Yeah, because
If
y'all
I'm the
Simple as
remember
coach
that,
and I
though,
want to
man.
experiment because I know my team good enough to get this win no matter what, and I
No,
want to get these dudes some playing time, I'm gonna do that.
we
when
wasn't good
he
enough to get
benched
the win no matter what against Nebraska.
No, we talking about
No,
North
man,
Dakota
he wasn't
State.
getting them.
when he benched Trevor Woods, that lets you know that he needs to stop testing the waters and play the good players that he know that's good.
Bro,
Man.
listen, Trevor Woods knew that defense. Trevor Woods will make sure that everybody's in the right spots.
Trevor Woods
That's
almost got
that's what
stolen
he
on first
was.
play.
So
You don't
did.
understand.
So did.
Man,
Lost the
y'all,
soul.
hey, y'all stop
Tiger.
acting like Trevor Woods didn't lead the team in interceptions the season before.
Boom.
That man
Tell
deserved to
him.
be on the field, bruh.
Tell
Now,
him.
when we brought in better
Tell him.
talent, when we brought in better
We didn't
talent,
have
yes,
nobody
he deserved to
2023.
sit down, which is what he
Tell him.
did.
So
We
hold on. Rome and Fran. How many yards y'all think Dylan Edwards gonna have this year? In the chat, how many Marie, how many yards you think Dylan Edwards? Because Jay saying 700. Jay saying
All
700
all
yards. Yeah,
purpose,
I'll take 700. That's low as hell, though.
rushing,
Like,
yeah,
rushing,
rushing.
or
we talk about a junior running back. That's low, but yeah, I'll take 700. That's not
I'm
good.
saying 1,000.
600.
700 ain't good.
Six
Buck
hundred and
said,
maybe 400
Them big old white boys gonna
receiving.
block.
I got my K State page out here, so we're gonna come back to this and we're gonna see. Rand, you say 600?
About 600 yards rushing, right? Because Dylan's the kid that in the beginning of the season, while everybody healthy, is going to have one or two, like, blow up games. He's going to break them a couple long ones. You know what I'm saying? And then watch.
Marie say
But then
500.
I say, I'll say five. I'll
I
say
give him
five
I give him a
rushing.
total of 1,000. A total of
Yeah.
1,000. 700
So you
rushing,
telling me?
three receiving.
So you telling me he had 500 this year, and now that DJ Giddens is going, he gonna have 500 next year?
Yes,
Because
because he
he's
got
still, because he,
194 in one game. 194 in one game, the bowl game. That shit ain't
and
finna
he's
happen.
still going to have to split
So he really had
carries.
300 yards this
He's
season.
getting most of the reps.
Nah. Even with getting
Bro,
most of the reps, he still ain't gonna have no 1,000 yards.
Okay.
He had 300 yards splitting reps.
Mhm.
Okay, so if he wasn't splitting reps and Dylan Edwards wasn't there, you think DJ Giddens' numbers wouldn't be better?
Hold on, say that. Say
I
that
said
again.
if Dylan Edwards didn't go to K State and he wasn't splitting reps, do you think DJ Giddens' stats would be better, even though he
No,
had
because
1,200
no,
yards?
They
because he
probably
only had
was
300
worse.
yards. Hell no, his
Right.
number wouldn't have been. He only had 300 yards, dog. Everybody splitting reps. Ain't nobody got one running back except for
Yeah.
Boise State.
Shit, Tennessee had Dylan Simpson.
Hey, Virginia got one running back. I bet y'all Augustus gonna have 1,000 yard rush.
Who?
Mm-mm.
Depending on
Augustus,
what team he go to, he ain't committed to Virginia yet.
he ain't commit
Yeah, he
yet.
got.
Nah, he ain't committed.
He's 1,000 yard back though. He can run between the tackles. You
I
get
know.
tired of tackling Augusta. You can't wait to tackle Dylan Edwards. It's a difference, dog. It's a difference, man. It's a difference,
Now, if you put him in space, you can't catch Dylan in space.
man.
What?
That's
That
where
that's
most all
not
his
that.
touchdowns came from when he was in Colorado. Was in space.
Yeah, but that's you can't. If you a running back, right, you got to run between the tackles, dog.
Look, I'm
We
gonna
couldn't
say,
we couldn't
Pop
run
up
against
like a
tackles because look how trash
piece
we were.
of
We ain't had no
popcorn in a
blockers.
popcorn machine.
hey, I'm gonna say 900 yards rushing and 1,500
Nah, it's
yards
too many.
total.
For
1,500
Dylan,
yards total.
9 and 6, man, you crazy.
900 and 1,500 total.
Jeez, okay.
I'm talking about
I
punt
got him a
returns,
thousand total. I got him a
punt,
thousand total.
punt returns, everything.
So
Nah, hell no, that don't count.
so what we looking like for Colorado, bro? What's up with the running back? What we doing?
I
We
think
gonna run
they.
them
I
off.
mean, they go get one.
I think we got him there. I don't think we need nobody else for real.
Who you talking
Yeah.
about?
I think. I
Hayes?
think we need a big,
Hayden, I
big
mean.
back. I think we
Yeah,
need
I
a
think.
230 pound, 6'2" back nut that can block, run, short arm yardage, all that.
That dude from Cal, Javon Thomas, what his name is, I want him, bro. That dude
He
cold,
signed.
bro.
He
We ain't getting
signed
no
with
top running backs, man, because we ain't proved that we run the ball yet. Now, if we run the
We
ball
will.
this season, we might get top running back next season, but everybody still don't know if we gonna run the ball or not.
No, 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 no.
And that's sad.
Because the
Year
fact,
three.
because the fact they got salt, right? And I think Sherm said that they're literally it's going to be running two styles of offense.
Well, I
dog.
sure
I'm
hope
saying,
so.
y'all hold on. Y'all tell me this. Why is the Big 12 schedule so much harder than the SEC schedule? Dog, Big
Why?
12 don't have really no real cupcakes for real. You know, the
Because
SEC
they want
be
to
playing
squat.
like a school like they'll play like a, a, Jackson State or something like that. They'll play a small school.
hmm
It's political.
SEC schools only get like a good two or three good teams to go against. Everybody else be like just trash. It's
Hmm.
really a setup because everybody in the Big 12 really go against competition.
Yeah, like I'm looking at Kansas State schedule right now. They got Washington State. That's not a strong
No,
opponent.
nope.
Then they got Tulane. So those two games right there, Dylan could have like 300 yards. After them two games, he could have 300 already.
And I think that Arizona State solidified the Big 12 when they always beat Texas in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That
But
solidified like we was Big 12 the shit.
yeah,
But see,
and
also the SEC can like get away with it because they're the SEC. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Like the Big 12 can't.
Not yet.
yeah,
Yeah.
not yet.
But they're gonna make they're gonna make noise in the playoff the next 3 years.
Man, Warren Sapp need to pull some strings. I want him to get a top edge rusher, bro, or somebody, a D tackle, or
I
something, man.
I think we got to. I think
me too.
44 and
One-
49 gonna take over, bro. Them two,
Who?
them
Quincy Wiggins?
Wiggins
Yep.
and number 4. I don't know who 44 is, but 44 is about the same size Wiggins.
Is he the white dude?
No, the
Don't
black dude.
forget Sam now.
Are you talking about London Mary? Is that who you talking
Oh,
about?
I
Married.
think so.
Yeah,
Better
that's
than
Barrett.
Freshy.
Barrett, that guy. Barrett is the reason old boy hit the portal, man. He wasn't finna play
Who?
over
Tyler
him.
McCoy? Oh, nah, not McCoy. Nah.
I think McCoy will get a bag, dog. Like
Yeah, he
defensive
was.
ends can get like up to like 700 to a mil.
Yeah, because you don't go to Oklahoma. Like we just blew them out last year. Like it's no way
Yeah,
you going to Oklahoma State.
he's
This
gonna get a bag for sure. But Merritt is gonna start.
he not beating out
No,
McCoy though. You tripping?
no. I
Wait,
think
wait till you, wait till you see
Sam
him
is
on the
gonna start
field.
still.
No, I see him on the field. Mary's good. I like him, but I don't think he's beating out no McCoy though.
I don't know,
Now,
dog.
now the kid from Detroit, I think he got something to say. I think he got something to
Is
say.
he still on the team?
Yeah, he's
David
still on the team.
Swain?
Yeah. He's still. I'll be seeing him. He's still on there.
What is he? 91? What number is he? 91.
90. It's something in the 90s. But Warren Sapp be getting hyped when he be in the individuals. He be getting hyped when he be making plays.
Yeah, I think Sammy Sachs gonna ball this year. Wiggins, it's his time to shine, man. He SEC talent. He got a ball.
Man, Sammy injured, bro. I don't know, bro. Him and Keaton Wade, bro, they on my iffy list, bro.
Hey, I didn't want to say this right here, but LG brought it up. Since LG brought it up, I'm gonna address it. They say
Oh
Juju like he
God,
gaining a little ground right now.
Hell no.
no. They're
They
doing is they
no, they
switching
pushing
reps. They
Salter.
just giving people
Oh, so
reps.
you saying they doing the same thing they did with Charlie and
No,
Dylan?
no, no,
Oh,
no,
okay, I
no,
get it
no.
now. They're doing, but Salters ain't gonna be a little
Uh uh
vagina and
uh
leave.
You remember what you
Oh,
said?
okay.
You
We went out again, Tiger.
Mm-hmm.
cut me out.
Every time you finna say some bull, it cut you off.
Every time I start talking, they cut me. Oh, you remember what you said? They don't do that with seniors. They don't got time to do that with seniors. Stop the
Yeah,
cap. Stop the
they
cap.
do. No, I said as a no, we didn't say that about switching. We said about a senior getting his spot back. Don't play. We talking
Tiger,
about come back from injury, getting
you
your
out
spot
again,
back
Tiger.
now.
No, you said Shallow was the leader of the defense. He called the plays. Who the
No,
leader of
no,
the
no, no.
offense?
We
The
talked about
quarterback.
him getting his spot back when he came back from injury because you said Riley when Charlotte went down, Cam stepped up. Ain't that what
Talk.
you said?
Hold on, big talk.
Exactly.
Do you really think K Salt is not finna start over Juju? Like, let's be real, bro.
Bro, I think
I
Juju
don't think
start.
he's not going to start. I've on record saying I want him to start, and I want him to actually put
But
up
why? Why
Heisman
do you?
numbers. I want
Why
him
do
to
you
get
want to?
drafted
Why do you want to be a true freshman starting over a senior vet?
because
And
see, I didn't say I want him to start. I just said out my mouth I want Kate Salters to start.
you didn't
I'm
used to say that
consistently
before
saying
though.
this, but
You
this
didn't
is
used to
what
say
I'm
that before.
consistently saying. When K Salt get in a little bind, he uses his feet. When
Yep.
you do that against a good coordinator, they
But what do
put
you?
you in
Why?
situations where they want you to run so they can come up and make the tackle,
You
or they
say
can
he?
come up and force you to make a crazy throw across your body.
But you saying he uses his strength as his feet? Why would you want to sit in the pocket though? Is my thing. When we have an unproven offensive line, you don't want to take a sack like Shador. You so traumatized with Shador
I'm not
taking out these
saying I ain't
sacks.
saying none
You
of
don't
that.
want
I'm
nobody coming out the
saying
pocket.
what I'm saying, Bucky, is when you use your feet to get you out of trouble. When I mean, I'm talking about trying to run for first downs and trying to run like the other day. Prime example when they had to score. When Coach Prime said you got 3 times to score. When K Sauce's offense was out there, you know how they scored. He ran it in.
Okay, but
Okay.
that's play calling and who they got as personnel. That's Pat Shimmer fault.
Hey,
No,
you can say however you want to say it,
that's
but a good
reading.
D coordinator is gonna say, you know what, we're gonna send a blitz off the right side, or overload blitz, and make him run, and we're gonna spy him with this linebacker, and we're gonna make him run, and we're gonna run him into the sideline and get him off the field. Because we know he don't really want to throw it when he get under pressure. He want to run it.
No, Tiger, he'll throw it.
But you
He'll
talking
throw it.
about
That's
no,
what
I just
that's
told you the
Autumn.
other day when they had 3 chances to score, he
He
ran it
scored.
in.
He
The time
He
scored.
he had
made
to
the
throw the ball, he
he
missed
just
his
made
throw.
the Tiger. He just made the proper play.
But he had a
That's
chance to
all.
throw the ball too, and he missed it. But guess who? Guess who had a chance to throw the ball and they made theirs? Stop. Start May.
I told you.
But he throwing it to JoJo Williams, the one that's been head topping every DB since the all season.
So what that got to do anything?
JoJo
Making
really like that.
plays.
That's what I'm saying.
Making plays.
Knowing your personnel, bro. He throwing like Case Hall, the one that play that you talking about, Tiger, is when he threw it to Timmons and Timmons missed. Timmons ain't been making no type of noise this whole off season. Let's be real. He letting
Why we say
freshmen
that?
come in overshadowing him.
Still on the first team. So gotta be making plays.
But it's always the
Y'all,
Just
pressure.
not seeing it.
when have I said Juju's gonna start?
I remember you
Did
saying that
y'all on
not
record?
too
Have
long
y'all
ago.
ever heard me say Juju's gonna start?
You said you want him to start. You saying he not
I
gonna
did
start.
not say I want him to start. I did not say I want him to start. What I
Oh,
have said was he's a talent. He's a once in a generation kind of talent. You don't get this, but every like 10 years.
bro, I be
Right.
watching some of the CU media channels. Let's be real. Half the whole CU wants Juju to start on KSO. Let's be real.
Of course, because he's a bigger name. But I don't want that boy to touch the field until maybe game 7, 8, like
Thank
that.
you, cause what? Cause we have an unproven offensive line, right?
Not just that. I want him to be fully comfortable with what he's doing. I want him to be able to sit, watch, learn, right? And then from there, see if he's already play. You know what I'm saying? The boy's supposed to be a senior in high school by the time the season start.
That's
He's
what
a
I'm saying.
prodigy. He's a
That
prodigy.
doesn't matter. I
You
don't
Yeah,
know
but
he
why
care.
do
got
y'all?
Doesn't
you know he got like the same amount of touchdowns as what's my quarterback at Jacksonville right now? Sunshine. What's his name?
Trevor
What
Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. He got the same amount of touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence started for 4 years.
we come out of
Trevor
high
Lawrence was
school?
the number one pick in the draft.
Okay, KSO won state in high school at Cedar Hill. What's the difference?
He don't have the best numbers in his state of all time. Like if
But
Juju would
Tiger,
have played one more year, he'd have blew everybody numbers out of the water.
KSO was top
okay.
5 in his high school recruit when he was coming out of high school.
I got
As
you.
a junior.
Juju would have been the number one if he'd have stayed another year.
But
Correct.
Tiger, he's still 17 years old.
Right. Why
I
would
can
you want? That's
I can
grown men
just
you going against.
imagine I can just imagine all that pressure that it took for him to play well, to play that well for that long. He need a break. He need to just sit down,
What the fuck?
learn the
Did LeBron get a break?
I was
Oh, we
with you
get a
for a
break?
minute there.
baby,
I was
man.
I was rocking with you.
He not lying though. He not lying though. Like
No,
you
he
got
not. But
Shador, taking
He
all
need
these
to
sacks going against these
he
grown
need to
men,
sit
and you
down
want
for
to tell
me.
me that you want Juju to go through the same thing?
I
No.
don't think gonna go through the same thing. Did you see that meeting room the last time they showed the team? You got some dreadhead gold mouths in there, boy. It's a little
Because see,
different.
this is the difference, y'all, and this is what y'all missing.
What?
Shador held on to the ball too long.
You're right.
Juju
You're
ain't trying
absolutely
to get
right.
the all-time passing completion record. Juju understands this is my guy, this is my guy, get rid of the ball. This is my guy, this is my get rid of the ball.
Right.
Wait, no,
Right.
no, 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 no. You can't say that because if we look at all these all-season games, all-season spring games right now, he has been taking sacks. They just haven't touched him, but
Oh,
he been
What
taking
time
sacks.
is
Juju,
what time is the spring game? Somebody asked that earlier. What time is the spring game tomorrow?
it's
I
two
think
thirty Mountain.
yeah, 2:30.
Juju has been
2:30.
taking Juju has been taking sacks this whole off season. They just can't touch him, so you can't really tell. But he been taking sacks.
So what that's like 4 o'clock our time, 5 o'clock,
Yeah, four. Yeah,
4 o'clock Eastern
yeah,
time.
yeah.
So all right, because the last scrimmage, y'all know Salter threw 2 interceptions, right?
What you
Okay,
say? The
Juju
last
take
what practice?
Juju and Ryan Starr do interceptions too. What's the difference?
Exactly. But what everybody is saying is Salters has more game experience. He's more experienced, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
If a senior and a freshman, a junior in high school is making the same amount of plays in scrimmage, you know what the coaches normally do? They
What?
go with the younger guy. You know why they go with the younger guy?
So
Because he
now,
got
now,
4 years to get better. My senior is done.
Yeah,
it is.
go with
You
Juju
only
over
do
Queso,
that
and we
when the
gonna show.
season is done,
No,
man. When
listen.
the you
Go
don't
with
do that at the
Juju.
start of the season.
Listen, go with Juju over Queso, and watch how this season turn out.
Nah,
Juju's not starting, bro. He's not.
I didn't say
Now,
I
I
didn't
don't
say
know if
he's
he
gonna
gonna
start.
be in the game by week 6, week 7. I don't know, but he ain't starting. We know that.
Well, so hold on. So y'all trying
listen.
to tell me, and this is what I asked the first time. Y'all trying to
What?
tell me this scrimmage tomorrow, if K Salt go out there and have a worse passing percentage than Juju, the coaches ain't gonna think about playing Juju at least a
They
lot
have to
more than they
think
thought they was
about
gonna
it.
play him.
They they gonna have to think about it. But with Juju, has to be about long term, bro. Long term. Juju's a
But once you
pro.
once you make that switch, it's gonna be tough to go back for the morale. So they
Juju's
gotta
a
go
pro.
with Salt. They gotta go with Salt. And then if Salt ain't cutting it, they switch to Juju. But you're not gonna go with Juju and then switch to Salt and then Salt
All right,
getting there,
so
switch back to Juju. They not doing all that.
You know
all
what
right,
type of uproar you gonna have at this CU program
it
if
don't matter. Hey, listen. Juju could have went anywhere in the country, right? So everybody was pressing for him. They was giving him this. You're gonna come in and start boom, boom, boom. I bet you any amount of money, Prime and that staff told him that you were gonna have to earn it. You were gonna have to maybe sit and learn. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I don't think they said
They
sit.
was probably because listen. Colorado at that time didn't even have a quarterback coach. Didn't even have I mean, they what's his name? Byron Leftwich.
Leftwich. Yeah.
I think they brung Byron in to help him specifically.
I'm gonna
You
tell
know what
you.
I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why this. The if you go back and watch the presser, what was it 2 days ago? What Coach Brown just did. One of the media dudes asked him, with Juju being red shirt, he stopped. He said, "Hold on, who said Juju being red shirt?" And he was like,
Right.
"I heard from a reporter." And he was like,
I
"Well,
get
you ain't
that.
hear that from me, so I ain't
I
say
get
that."
that. I get
You
that.
feel me?
I get that. But listen, you're not going to play Juju 5 games, blow his freshman year.
It's
When you
coach.
especially when you got all those freshmen receivers there.
It's Coach Brown we talking about.
Nah, man, you don't. Mm-mm.
I don't know what
I'll
y'all
be.
think. Juju he's not gonna be here past his junior year. like, like if he sit the bench this year and he play his sophomore year, he's gonna play the sophomore year and his junior year, and he's gone to the league.
Mhm.
He ain't going no transfer portal. He going
No,
in the league.
no.
Mm-mm, man.
Salt. What did you say? Salt is gonna try to kill himself this season. He gonna he might not make it to the 7th game. He trying to get a Heisman the first 6 games of the season,
No cap.
and I can see Juju stepping up for the playoff push. Honestly,
Yeah,
but
and quarterbacks don't normally leave early, Big Tiger. It's
Nah.
No,
rare that a
mediocre quarterbacks
quarterback
don't
leave
normally leave
early.
early.
Huh?
Juju wants to be
I say
developed,
mediocre
man. He
quarterbacks
wants to
normally
be
don't leave
developed.
early.
Nah,
Heisman
top
haters
ones don't either.
violence say
Yes,
that.
yes, they do.
Who, man? Who? Name
Lamar
me the
Jackson,
last top quarterback that left early.
Lamar Jackson,
Nah, Lamar didn't leave early.
he did leave
Yes, he did.
his junior year.
Yes, he did.
I thought he
Mm-hmm.
played 4 years.
Jameis Winston,
A,
remember
That
a
when he
couple
was
of them did.
you going pre NIL era. You
what
forgot
the hell, Fred? It just
them
started. NIL just started.
listen, let me explain it to you. Them boys left early because they wasn't getting no money. These boys, they get money in college. They don't need to rush to the NFL.
All
So
right,
now
Prime
name
example,
me a
Carson Beck.
quarterback that left early since
I'm,
NIL.
Prime example, Carson Beck.
All right, no, Carson Beck was trash. That's why.
Jaden
Nah, I
Daniels.
know he
Jaden
trash,
Daniels
but he
ain't
didn't
Let me
trash.
play.
check. Shador is gonna leave early, but guess
No,
what
he's
Prime
not.
said?
Shador played 4 years.
I said he was gonna leave early. Guess what Prime said? Y'all ain't going no darn leave.
Oh yeah, he
He
did
made
say
them
that.
boys stay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Nate Jaden Daniels didn't leave early.
I'm gonna tell you who gonna leave
Quarterbacks ain't
early.
leaving early no
I'm gonna
more.
tell
Caleb
you who
Williams
gonna leave
didn't leave
early.
early. He did 4 years.
Caleb
Yeah.
Williams,
If
number one.
Manning
He was number one for 2 years in a row, and he didn't leave early.
if Manning have a good year next year, he gone.
You crazy.
You
No, you're
crazy.
That'd
not.
be
Ty.
They
that'd
No, you're
gonna
be
not.
make
No, you're
sure
not.
Manning stay 4 years.
that'd be a dumbest thing you ever do too.
They
If he
gonna
That
leave
was
make
early.
on
No,
sure
a
why
he
would that
stay
be
purpose
the
4
too,
years.
God,
Ty.
y'all don't understand what
The
NFL money is compared to NIL money.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah,
ain't
we
No,
do.
understand.
we understand it, but you talking about Arch Manning. Man, he been a millionaire since he came out the womb. He don't care about no damn money.
Yes, hell, he do care about money. Okay, if he don't care about money, why he wouldn't put his name on a video game with everybody else? He wanted 65. He wanted 65K if he don't care about money.
No,
The
that's his
reason he don't care
value.
about money is
That's
because
about
he
knowing your value. That's a two different things, dog.
listen,
When you
listen
know
though.
what you're worth and what you're gonna bring to the game, yeah, you're not gonna let nobody sell you short.
All
The
right.
reason
So what's the top quarterback making in college football right now?
Shit, probably Beck.
What is that?
And I think he got full mil.
All right. And how much did Kelly Williams sign for the Bears and his signing bonus?
like 50, he was the first pick.
Yeah, he's number one overall pick.
Yeah. So he got like 20 something mil. So you think Manning, the guy that wouldn't even put himself on a football game,
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't take less? You think he gonna stay another year to make 4 or 5 when he can go make
He
25?
he sat for
Yeah,
2 years. He sat for two
quarterbacks
years.
ain't leaving early, dog. That's just how the end. That's just how college football go these days. All the people you name, they from the trenches. They broke. They had to go. Quarterbacks ain't leaving early no more, dog.
Literally,
It
Arch
just
Manning
ain't
sat
happening.
for two
No,
years and he got a bag.
what quarterback was a stud that stayed?
Caleb Williams,
Caleb Williams,
Jaden Daniels,
Heisman,
Joe Burrow.
Dylan
Joe
Gabriel.
Burrow transferred at the
Burrow
Did he
moved.
stay or not?
hold on. Caleb Williams.
Jalen Jalen Hurts.
Yes, Caleb Williams
Yeah,
played all
Caleb
4
Williams thought
years.
he thought he was gonna win a darn championship and all that junk. That's why he was crying on his mama's lap. He thought he was gonna win
Listen,
a championship.
it
I
don't
don't know what
matter.
he was
The
thinking
All right,
about.
what
players,
about what
the
about Jalen
quarterbacks
Hurts?
ain't leaving early, dog. They just not.
What
It
about
don't
Jalen
happen like
Hurts?
that.
Jalen Hurts,
Jalen,
dog. Jalen Hurts got booted out of his starting position. He had to go back. He had to go find a school and try to make his way back to the league.
All I'm telling you is, with the NIL era, quarterbacks ain't leaving early, dog.
But see, the only one that really was a stud that could have left early, his dad wouldn't let him leave early. Should do.
Nah, nobody's leaving. Exactly, nobody's leaving early, bruh.
But who else was studs?
Jaden Daniels,
Jalen
Caleb
Daniels.
Williams. We
Jaden
just
Daniels
named you
transferred
the
schools and all
top
that kind of
two.
stuff, dog.
man,
CJ
he
Stroud. CJ Stroud.
Oh,
No, Jaden
yes,
Daniels
Ohio State.
transferred schools.
for schools. What he
Everybody,
average on
Shador
state or
transferred
something like that?
schools. Everybody transferred schools.
And
Shador
Snoop
transferred schools.
transferred school. Okay, all
Caleb
right.
Williams
I'm gonna tell you
transferred school.
somebody. If he have a good season, he's not gonna stay all 4 his years. The
Who you
quarterback
think?
at Nebraska,
Hell
Come
no.
on,
Yeah.
Dylan Raiola, bro.
Right,
Get
Raul.
out
Right,
of
right.
If
he
here.
ain't
Raul
gonna be.
have
He's not
He's
like
trash,
that
bro.
anyway, so it ain't
if
gonna
he
matter.
have
He
two
Raiola
gonna
good
better
have to
get in
years,
stay.
shape.
he's
You
out of
just
there.
named somebody who gonna have to stay.
If you think he the next Patrick
Raiola,
Mahomes, please
Raiola
stop.
better get in shape.
Please,
Wyola gotta stay. He ain't
bro,
getting
Big
no
Tiger. I
money in
hope you
the
not. I
NFL.
hope you not feeding into that media with calling him the Patrick Mahomes. Please
No,
stop,
I'm
bro.
just telling y'all. If he have
Please
two
stop.
Shit.
good seasons, he's out of there. He gone.
But he
Nope.
ain't gonna have 2 good seasons, man. He gotta stay in college. That's the way he getting paid.
Nobody thinks he's Patrick Mahomes, but the people from Nebraska. All right.
Because think about it. Who's in his class far as quarterbacks that he got to compete with? He's gonna be the number one guy.
Shit, he gotta compete with Nico. You crazy as hell. He ain't the number one guy. He ain't even
Yeah,
Nico
close
a
to the number one
junior.
guy.
he ain't better
Nico a
than
He
him.
gotta
junior right
compete with
now.
Nico.
Nico a junior.
Nico's a junior. Nico
Yeah.
has 3 years of eligibility left. So
That's because
whatever
he
we want to
redshirted
say he
this
is
year.
on paper, he got 3 years left. So they the same class.
But see, okay, well, Nico gonna stay for 3 years. He leaving in 2 years. He out of here.
Who? what's the name? Raiola.
Yeah, Raul.
Man, nobody leaving. I'm telling you, Tiger.
You think you you think
Unless
he's
they know they
good,
like the
Tiger?
number one, two,
Oh,
three pick, they not going.
okay. Why Marvin Harrison left then? He was a stud. Why he left?
I said quarterbacks, bro. I said quarterback. And Marvin
No.
Harrison did leave. He came back.
And what they said about this year quarterback class, it's not a strong class.
Yeah, but look, and everybody
That's
in it
why all these
still.
dudes been here for a long time. Cause they had to prove themselves.
Jaden Daniels, C.J. Stroud, Joe Burrow. We just read you through a list of people who balled their entire time.
And Joe Burrow did not ball his. He transferred and got both of them boys transferred. Only
Can
one
you
who do
name a
no,
quarterback that didn't transfer? Not
the
we ain't talking
only
about Lamar Jackson or
one guy
Jameis
that could have
Winston.
went
That was
early. The
20
reason why he
years
didn't go
ago.
early because he wanted to beat Michigan, and he couldn't beat Michigan because he kept trying to stay to beat Michigan and win a title. He couldn't
Who
do
was
it.
that?
Proud.
Caleb Williams transferred. Jada Dales transferred. Kyler Murray transferred. Baker Mayfield transferred. Joe Burrow transferred. Jalen Hurts transferred. Everybody transfers now. Shador Sanders transferred. Cam Ward transferred. Your boy from Syracuse, Kyle McCord transferred. Everybody transfers now.
Everybody transfer.
A lot of transfers.
Juju ain't gonna transfer, and Juju gonna leave early.
No,
Oh.
he not, Tiger. He
Yes, he
young,
is.
man. He
When y'all
No,
see
young.
he's
He's
y'all
not.
getting
talented, but he
misunderstood.
young.
Y'all getting mis and all right, Juju. I'm gonna tell you three dudes is not gonna transfer and they gonna go early. Juju, what's my man in Texas? Manning and Raiola. All three of them are gonna leave early because look how they get handled. They get handled right. They're gonna get playing time early. They're gonna see the field. So when it's time for them to really play like how
Shador was
Raiola
getting
doing
handled
right now,
right, and
they can
he
handle
ain't
because
even
they
make me.
don't have confidence.
Okay.
So you saying Shador? So you saying Coach Prime didn't make Shador leave, but he gonna make sure Juju leave his junior year.
No, Tiger,
No,
come
but see
on.
now he gonna
That don't
have
even make
more guys
sense.
coming down the pipe. Who did he have in the pipe if Shador would have left last year?
That's
Who do
mm.
Juju have down the pipe? Who knows?
Dog, he just got here, dog. We can't. The pipe ain't even open up to bring another person in. But it was talking about
Okay,
another
so
person that
okay,
was doing that
Hey,
right now.
hey,
uh,
Tiger, let me ask you a question. Is Raiola better than the boy from Michigan? You
oh
muted.
Brian
No,
Underwood, nope.
no. Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I think he
Bryce
might
Underwood,
go. He might go 3 years too.
Raiola better than the boy from Florida?
No. Oh yeah, DJ might go in 3 years too. I forgot
Yeah.
about DJ.
oh now everybody go 3 years.
Because I mean, now I'm looking at some guys that
Everybody going to 3 years. Nah.
DJ, Bryce Underwood, Juju.
What about Drew Alar?
I don't know about him.
All right.
Is that a
Who?
dude for South Carolina?
Now he's from
What
Penn
about
State.
Ricky Collins?
Oh, Ricky Collins is boy. Don't say
And
nothing
Ricky
about him.
Collins going early too?
Look.
Yeah, every time he say some bull, he cut out.
He pressing that button, huh?
Look, Ricky Collins
Yeah.
gonna be a Heisman. Yeah, all right.
Juju is
Tiger.
just fine, man. Just get that boy us some time, man. Developing, get some weight on, and confidence, and he good, man.
DJ
No, they
Lagway.
said these boys didn't stay all 4 years. They said Kelly Williams didn't stay all 4 years, and CJ didn't stay all 4 years.
Where Caleb came from? He came from somewhere.
He came from Oklahoma, dog, and he
Oklahoma.
stayed
He
Yeah,
4
did.
years.
Yeah. He did 4 years.
How many years he did at Oklahoma?
3.
two. I thought.
Talking about three. He
He
can't do
he
no during three.
He did
because he
2 and 2,
committed. He got a
man.
red shirt.
He's one gray head of Shador, man. He
He
stayed
got a
four
red shirt.
years.
But y'all wrong on them other guys. Y'all wrong on CJ Stroud.
All right.
You sure?
And
DJ
DJ Lagway
Stroud.
trash. I don't even know why y'all bring him up.
Well, you cut that out, dog. See, then you better get muted, dog. You said, man, that dude is a monster.
No, he's
Oh
not.
shit.
Oh, funny.
And see,
Florida
that
just
I'm
had a
with
good
you.
secondary.
See,
What's up with Kamani? Are we? Oh, go ahead. My fault.
they should play Juju the same way they played Tim Tebow and Chris Leach. Same way.
Oh
No,
What?
Lord.
hell no, man.
Oh
No.
Lord.
Mm-mm.
You let
Them days is
Salters
over
get the
With man.
majority of the maybe like 75-80% of the snaps, and you let Juju get like 12 snaps a game.
Yeah,
No.
They ain't gonna do
if
nothing
we
but
blow
piss.
out
They
a
ain't gonna do
team,
nothing but piss Juju off, man.
if
They
we
ain't gonna
blow out
piss
a
them off.
team, yeah, he'll be in the fourth quarter. Yeah.
Yeah, he gotta hope Salters ball out so he gets some reps at the end of the game.
Now, if Salters throw picks in the games like he throwing at practice,
Bro, Shador threw picks it last year in the practice. Like, come on now.
Mhm.
If we going off of practice picks, like we shouldn't even be watching
You muted.
football.
what?
If we going off of practice film of QBs throwing picks, we shouldn't even watch football. Because
You
if we
never
going
heard
off,
you practice like you play?
say it again.
You practice like you play. Y'all ain't never heard that before?
Yeah,
But
but I mean, how
Tiger,
many?
listen.
Hold on. How many SEC and ACC and Big Ten QBs that threw picks at the spring game are they getting their job took?
I mean, I can't tell you that. I can't tell you. I don't watch everything. I can't tell you that.
Okay.
So what was you about to say about Kamani?
Yeah. I didn't see him in the spring game.
Oh no.
Oh, that was me. I
Yeah,
was asking, like, yeah, what we gonna
Oh,
talk about Kamani? Like,
he was
what we
getting
think
cooked.
gonna happen with him?
I was seeing him. He was getting cooked in the spring game.
Yeah, he going
He got
against a dog though.
he got scored twice on.
That receiver that he was
I
covering
heard
is
he got
cold.
cooked, but I ain't see it.
Yeah, that receiver that he
It's
was
on.
covering is nasty.
Yeah, the receiver is nasty. I ain't gonna lie. But I mean, he got scored on twice. He was on blow coverage. Same thing Coach Fran was trying to teach him when he was at Colorado. But hey, seems like stuff never learns.
But you know, everybody, every wide receiver he play against is gonna be nice in the SEC. I mean, the majority of them.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got
that's true.
potential.
Yeah, he got all the
yeah,
side. He got all the measurements, man. And he
yeah.
talented. It's I don't know. I don't know how coachable he is, man.
Yeah, I feel like he's the guy like people
He on the
praise on,
first
but like
team, ain't he? He on the first defense.
now he a second string. But I feel like
So,
You sure?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
I feel like he gets too much praise to where he goes to
But
his head. He not humble with it.
but hey, I gotta make this call, y'all. I gotta make this call. My last thing on Salters, I'm gonna leave it alone. Wrong.
yeah,
Salters was capping, dog. Salters was capping.
they say,
You remember what we said about him doing the salt and all that kind of stuff?
yeah.
Salters said, and Salters, I'm rooting for you, dog. I'm your dog. But Salters, I heard you say at practice, I've been doing that for years. I've been dropping salt for the last 3 years. I went and
Man, we
watched
ain't never
Salt
seen
highlight tape twice.
it.
He ain't dropped no salt. He wiped me down. He doing all kind of stuff. He doing the Travis Hunter dance. He doing all that other stuff. I did not see Salt to drop no salt. And I watched every celebration. I slowed it down and paused it just to make sure.
so, so you say he just need to admit he was listening to the show, man. It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Just say I'm listening a little bit. I hear y'all. I hear y'all loud and clear. I'm gonna drop some salt for
Hey, look, Big Tiger, you not lying because when I know you said when he was talking to after Warren Sapp got done talking to him,
him. Yeah.
and he was talking to reach the people, Darius about the little handshake with the other dude. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. You know, I've been dropping salt for years. I said, let me go look at the highlight tape and see. Man, they do
Yeah,
they doing the worm and everything, man. The boogaloo. Yeah, man, he doing the cabbage patch kid, everything. He ain't dropped no salt.
yeah, we
Hey,
we
if
we
this
gave
say
him
you
that.
listen to Big Tiger Media, come on the show,
He
man. We
said the
want you to come on the
worm.
show.
Yeah, we the CU gave him that nickname. You know what I'm saying? We gave him the sauce.
That's funny, boy.
Yeah, I want the brother. When the brother ball out, I want the brother to act like he put some salt on a chicken leg or something and bite it. Like, we out here eating, baby.
Chicken leg.
What is he? A middle linebacker or is he a end? I mean, a rush end. I mean,
He a
outside.
stand up linebacker. I just know he'll stand up and he good. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Hey, is Wester gonna start?
No.
I don't know. I think they trying to move him to safety.
That-
Dang. Well, man, we gotta hope this dude don't come in there. I want Wester on the field, man. I think he can
Yeah, me
ball.
too.
I can't wait to see this freshman that's coming from IMG. He look nice.
What's his number?
You don't never know when they get to Colorado, but you never
Uh
know what number they're gonna have.
oh, he still got to come in. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he in high school now.
Yeah.
Probably touch on this tomorrow. But what y'all think about what Jordan Seed said about not even being able to like create a brotherhood because everybody after the bag. I
And
feel him, but it's easy to say that when you got that
when
Maybach,
you got the
dog.
bag,
Yeah.
when you got the
When you got
bag,
the bag, man.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it's easy to say that when you got the bag. But he also did his stick his neck out there for Cash, even though Cash had to put in the work, and did what he did. He was paying for his school. Like George Seed stuck his neck out there for him, but uh, from what I'm hearing, Cash is won a scholarship. Man, I don't know why Colorado wasn't trying to give him
See
one.
that what I'm saying, dog? Dog, we got dudes hitting the portal that was on scholarship. And this man was a starter for you and he can't get no scholarship. But
Let me ask you a
Charlie,
question. Let me ask y'all a question. Do you really think Cash Cleveland is paying for school?
No, he probably getting some of that money that they get with all the donations and the events and stuff.
He probably got financial aid, right?
Hell no, he ain't got no financial aid. You can't
Why
get
not?
financial aid if your household makes a certain amount, you can't get financial
yeah,
aid.
you can't get it.
Bro, do you think that these walk-ons are paying for school
Yes.
out there out of pocket now?
That's what the quarterback had to pay for school. He had to pay for school.
I believe
Because
they
he was
paying
a
for some.
because
I
he
don't
was
know
a
if it's
fourth
all of it.
string quarterback. Cash did not pay for school. I guarantee that.
But
I would
still,
bet.
even if he not paying for it, why he can't get a scholarship when he started last year?
Well, maybe it was on the way.
Oh
Man.
no way, that's something you handle right out of the season.
Yeah, bro, that's money,
Nah.
dog. Like that dude out of state. You know how much out of state fees cost?
Yeah,
Bro,
I
they
ain't gonna
not
lie.
paying for
Cash
none of
deserved a
that.
scholarship, bro. That was messed up.
I think now they're like using scholarships to get kids there. It's not about, man, these kids ain't paying from school. You kidding
I
me?
I understand. They
LG
might
say
they and
Cash
they might not be, but shit, you still want a
Huh?
scholarship.
LG say Cash was in some commercials. He was getting money. But now y'all know, all right, y'all know Omar Epps was in that movie Juice. You know how much money Omar Epps got for the movie Juice?
Yeah, it was
About
nothing.
like 10,000.
$15,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I know we don't know if it's because scholarship LG, but what I'm saying is he should have got a scholarship. Then we would have been able to check that off the list. We wouldn't be speculating if that's what it's because or not, because he should have
Facts.
been had his scholarship already.
Yeah, because if y'all appreciate you, I'm gonna give you a scholarship.
Cause there's
But
no
Yeah.
then
way. It's
but
no way
then
you
but
you come in
but
the
then we're
last
going to
four.
complain about us not being able to get the dogs because we don't have them, right?
But we ain't got nobody yet. We ain't seen what we got.
And we got people leaving that was on scholarship.
Now I can't say he was trash because he was voted like he tested out or however the numbers. He was like one of the top freshmen ever playing the Big 12
He was
for
an
a
all he was
center.
an all freshman
Who?
All American, and he ain't allowed
Cash.
no sacks in the last 4 games.
Yeah. Now he was small for sure. We wanted to get bigger at the center position, but he could have beefed up. But I wouldn't say he was trash. He was small though.
No,
They said Cash was just a fan favorite. Now I'm gonna be honest. I never really went and watched Cash on the tape, so I can't really
No,
say.
No.
I never really went and reviewed his tape.
Uh-uh. Y'all remember that other center we had that was getting pushed out into do a lap?
Yeah,
Come
Passed
on,
him.
y'all. That dude was on scholarship.
You're
yeah,
right. He
So
at
this dude hit the
Rutgers now.
portal and left, and now Cash can't get his scholarship.
He might have
yeah.
was gonna get it, man, but they need their scholarships to get the dogs in, bro.
No,
They
they
didn't
need
have
money
the.
to get the dogs in. They need
I,
NIL money to get the
you know
dogs.
what
And
I'm
each school
saying?
got like 5 extra scholarships or something too.
Yeah.
Listen, listen, Jerome. Most of everybody from like on Twitter was doing an outrage because look, we were saying he was too small. This whole offseason, this dude Cashton got bigger, bro.
Yeah,
Doing the Coach
yeah.
Swayze workouts and everything. We like, okay, we good. All of a sudden, he hit the portal. Then
No,
we
look
come
here.
out. Then a day later, we see Coach Brown said only one player got a scholarship that was a walk on.
Now I heard Scoop mention this, and I agreed with him. He said that they're top grading. I said, ooh, that make sense. Like all of the guys that are starting, they're replacing those guys with better players,
You can't replace
Mm,
Coach
which
Hood.
I can't hate him on for.
yeah.
You
You
know,
can't replace Coach
numbers
Hood.
game now,
I mean,
huh?
I understand what you're saying, but like, look, the guy that was in front of him left, so that opened up a scholarship, and
Yeah,
you had other
right.
players to lead that opened up scholarships.
So why
Hmm.
not give it him?
Yeah.
Because they probably found somebody or they see somebody that's better than him. And
Yeah, they
then
bringing in that one dude that they say
what I
that's
think happened with
way better
him
than him.
was
Who
he got
McGill?
a plucked.
Yeah,
I mean
yeah. They
McGill,
said
all right.
McGill is better than him,
Cash was
but
bigger than him though.
he said he got plucked. So where he think he going then? If he got
I don't
plucked, he
know.
should be.
I don't know.
It
We
should
gotta
already
see.
been announced.
Right. He
I
didn't get
don't know. We
announced
gotta
yet.
see. We
The only
gotta
one
see.
that had a plan that got in the portal was Tosh McCoy. He went to Oklahoma State. IA and Cash ain't went nowhere yet.
Dang, I
I ain't
like Cash.
going somewhere.
I
Yeah.
like Cash, man. But it's a business now. It ain't just a sport no more. This is a business.
Just know if Cash go to a big school, we know it's about that bag.
So hold on. Charlie can get a scholarship and not play, but Cash is starting.
Bro, that's
He
why I've
can't
been
get a scholarship.
saying,
Cass
Big
was a
Tiger. That's why I've been
freshman.
saying.
He was a freshman,
So
man.
what? He allowed no sacks. He allowed no
Yeah,
sacks.
bro. Ray, what you talking about? You know how much them out of state fees cost, bro? You can go
And
buy a
if
car with them
and
out of
if
state fees.
and if you think a kid like Cash Cleveland paid for anything to go to that school, come on, man.
But so what? His family got money. Like he wants a scholarship.
How you
So
know
what?
that?
Denzel Washington's son earned a scholarship at Morehouse. And Denzel Washington was like, I'm gonna pay for your school. And he was like, nah, Dad, I earned my scholarship.
Some rich kids want to earn everything they got. They don't want to work. I mean, they don't want to just give it to them. They want to earn it.
Man,
We can't say just because Cash didn't get one, we can't say that Charlie didn't earn his scholarship, man. We can't do that.
But
that's
Hey,
right.
over
hey,
cash though,
oh,
we talking
oh,
about a
But
walk
Charlie
on big.
already had his, so
hold on.
yeah,
They
it was
said,
over Cash because he earned it before Cash did what he did.
But
hey,
Cash made a bigger impact to the team than Charlie
We
did.
don't know that. Charlie could be
Harley
giving
was
your
a
starting
junior
defense.
too.
Charlie could be giving your starting defense the best look every practice, dog.
What is
And
in practice?
you
We not
got
talking about in
that?
games. We talking about in
that's hey,
practice.
that's you don't understand how valuable that is,
You
dog.
Yeah.
talking about practice? You talking
We
about
talking
practice?
about
Yeah,
practice, Big
when you can
Tiger.
Oh,
get your starting defense to get the best look all week long, dog, and you could tee
oh,
off on him, bro.
Bro,
but that's
That's
what we do with that
hold
invaluable.
on,
wrong.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Jerome, you know how hard it is for a freshman, a walk-on freshman, to come in as in the center position and allow no sacks? You know how crazy that is?
Center
Dog.
is the
Well,
easiest position
yeah,
on the
it's the
line.
easiest
First
No,
of
it's
because you
all,
not.
got help
No, it's
yes,
not.
help
it
on both
is, bro.
sides.
Center
Oh
is the
no,
easiest position on the line.
no, it's
Anytime
not.
it's a center,
No, no, it ain't the.
he's the least athletic lineman on the line.
Hey,
Oh
hey,
my god.
TBB, you tripping, dog. So you gonna call cash out. But everybody knows Jordan Season had a horrible game.
Yeah, he had a horrible game
Horrible
against
game.
BYU. He got bullied for
Man,
real.
BYU got offensive line. They got NFL linemen on their D line. Everybody was getting killed.
Exactly.
And
So
they
what you gonna call
and they
cash
old
out
as
when the
hell.
whole line was getting two pieces all night long?
Yeah,
Don't forget Nebraska. Jordan C was getting bullied with Nebraska.
Hey,
Charlie put in work though, bro. Just so they can play in a couple games don't mean nothing.
Facts.
Yeah, he
I mean,
whatever he
Charlie
did
put
to
in
earn
work.
it, he earned it. I
Charlie do put
believe.
in work. But
Not
Cash
over
put in
cash
work
though.
too. So we
Not over
can't
cash.
do two things at the same time. We can't give two people scholarships at the same time.
I think Cash deserved a scholarship. All I'm saying is we can't diminish Charlie's scholarship just because Cash didn't get well. That
Well,
ain't that ain't
all
got
thing
nothing
I'm
to do with
saying is
Charlie.
if you got a man that's actually in the game, contributing in the game, and you got a guy that's on the bench, you got multiple guys that's on the bench that's not playing. Why
Facts.
is the guy that's in the game don't have a
That's a
scholarship? We get guys on the
don't
bench
don't
got a
Yeah,
forget.
scholarship.
Don't
I don't
forget
understand
not
it
allowing
either.
no sacks. Don't forget that.
Man, he allowed some sacks.
No, he didn't. He didn't allow no sacks.
Now he got the highest rating in all time for freshmen.
He allowed some sacks.
He had the highest PFF grade on the online last year. Go look.
I know he did. He was a freshman All American for one of the All American votes, but he allowed some sacks.
He had a 96.8 PFF grade, I think, and he allowed no sacks.
That was for one game. His overall grade was in the 70s.
All right, man.
Let's
But
So
see. 3 years
we
I'm
eligibility.
we
gonna say this
naming
right
known
here.
stats in game, and he ain't getting no scholarship.
We
Even
had the
even
other center.
even after the all season.
When,
What you
That's
say,
crazy.
Tiger?
when Prime got here, we had that center that was an All American, and we got rid of him too.
And he was a
Oh,
vet too.
Ziegler?
Oh, we didn't get rid of him. He left.
He
I
left.
mean, they
We
was doing
can't
that
say
same
this
stuff. You
dude's
got to
left.
compete for your position, kind of stuff. They were doing that same stuff. But when
But
they asked the quarterback position, how you gonna compete? No.
why, Tiger? Let's
Hank
go
was
with
I'm
this
just,
now
I'm
y'all
again.
just keeping it transparent, dog.
now
But
y'all want to talk
nobody
about
know. Everybody knows Shador's not competing for his position, bro.
But why you got an All American compete for his position, and then look what we
Bec-
brought in? Trash.
Because just because you're All American don't mean you fit my culture.
And
That's the
what?
reason why. That's the reason why them dudes had to compete for positions, not to see the talent. It was to see, do you fit the culture. Everybody
Cash
can't
was
play
the
for
culture.
Prime. You see what happened with Camarni? He was just talented as they come. But if you
Cash
don't
was
fit
the
the
culture.
culture, you can't play. We talking about the other center. We don't know what
Are
he
you
was
talking about
like.
Hank? Hank was getting bullied for real.
Hank at
Oh yeah,
Rutgers playing.
Hank was getting his ass toe. Oh, that's the center y'all talking about? Oh hell
Yes,
no.
he was so horrible. I was like, oh my god, get him out.
Cash put out there because we ain't have another center to be honest.
Right. Exactly.
But Cash did his
Exactly.
job though when he got out there.
he did his job.
All right.
I
Okay.
remember
So
everybody
now,
was cheering when he got in the
so
game, dog.
now, you find somebody better than him. What you gonna do? Play him still?
He got to beat him out
Find
just like
somebody
he do
bigger.
Charlie and Trevor Woods. He
Play
got to
him
beat him
still?
out.
Then he got to beat him out. What happened to that rule?
I think
Maybe
they
he did
did.
get beat out in practice already because they say
Yeah.
Oh
yo-yo.
brother,
They say yo-yo handling business.
I
It did
seen
say
Yo
that.
Yo. We can go look at Yo Yo snap. I don't. People ain't telling the truth. Yo Yo been messing up on snaps.
But what is he doing when it come to blocking? You can figure the snap shit out. What is he doing when it come to blocking?
Oh,
Man, he get a job
hey,
done.
well, hey, y'all boys hard on these dudes, man. Y'all
Hey,
gonna burn their
we got to
jersey
keep it
up.
real.
Y'all
Y'all
burn
be
their
wanting to
jersey
keep.
up like this.
Y'all be wanting to keep it real, bro.
We do keep real. Cash should have got a scholarship in my opinion, but he left, bruh. And it's he can't get
Shit,
one now.
he felt like Coach Prime was taking too long. We finna go into a whole new season. We going in the fall. You still ain't got no scholarship,
Maybe he was finna give it to him at the spring game. Ain't that when Charlie got
bro.
his
Ain't
last
nobody
year?
finna wait that long.
So why y'all think my man hit the portal?
Bag. And he ain't finna touch the field if he stayed. That's
Oh yeah,
why.
he
Hey,
is for
I
sure
think he
not
knew he
touching the
wasn't
field.
gonna play. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
when
he ain't
they
touching
brought
the
that
field.
big tall wide receiver in,
Yeah, it's a
oh,
couple more wide
he should
receivers
play.
who ain't gonna touch the field. They gonna be mad. I hope
Just
the
like
portal
Quentin
don't
Gibson.
close on them.
Oh,
Everybody think
that's
Quentin
the
Gibson gonna touch the field.
freshman at left, right. What's his name?
Adrian Wilson.
Adrian Wilson, I
Wilson.
think.
Yeah,
Is his
Just like
dad Adrian Wilson? Is he Adrian Wilson Jr.?
I don't
I
know.
don't believe
That
so.
was Adrian Wilson that played for the Cardinals. He played
Yeah,
DB. He was nice.
no,
Hey,
he was. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
hey,
Safety. Yeah.
say what
Oh,
y'all want.
safety, yeah.
Look, say what y'all want, but if old Miller don't get it right, he gonna get beat out. I'm letting y'all know
Nah.
now.
Oh, Miller gonna get it right, dog. He running out
Yes,
of
sir.
time. He gotta get it right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right. We gonna see.
Hey, Rome. The other day
Yeah.
they said I was high siding on Cam Silver Craig when I said he should be a sideline reporter with Coach Neely them. I feel like he'll do real good.
Yeah, I think he will too.
Hey, you know, he got him another year.
He can't come back.
Yeah, I was saying that he should come back, but
He said he
he ain't coming back. He gonna get invited to somebody camp, man, and that could be a dream come. That might be enough for him. You get your name on the NFL jersey, NFL locker. I don't know. I think he can make somebody practice squad to be honest, but who knows, man.
Yeah,
Hey, Big Talk,
yeah.
When you got those type of connections, like you never know where you can end up at.
Big Talk, I said
Yeah.
O'Miller might get beat out by
Oh, you sound
Farrakhan.
real low.
I said O'Miller might get beat out by Farrakhan, but hey,
You
that's just
crazy?
me. That's just me.
Hell no.
Hey,
Bro. Oh, they get beat
Y'all
out,
so high
bro.
on this injury prone player, bro.
y'all see how
Always a
OB be loafing,
playmaker.
bro? He be loafing.
He be loafing, and then Coach Field called him out in the press conference.
And what he be doing when he get in the game though? He
That's
be
Yeah,
the game.
balling.
Coach Prime like
He be
practice.
balling.
Coach
Every
Prime like
time he
practice.
get it, he ball.
Coach
you
Prime
right.
like practice.
Yep. Jahad Charlie got his starting spot.
Hey, old
That's
Miller,
crazy.
the Millers finna go crazy this year. The Millers, the Hoods, and the Salters. Them
I,
boys
I,
finna go
like,
crazy.
I'm being honest with y'all. I done had 3 surgeries on my ankles, bro. 3 surgeries.
Don't jump the same.
And I saw how Miller got up off the ground, bro. He didn't want to put no weight on that ankle. And I noticed when they did them back shoulder throws to him in the end zone, he couldn't plant off his foot to turn to go get him.
Well, he
He
said he
probably
done.
he could
I
probably
ain't saying he done. I'm saying he hurt his ankle. He ain't all the way 100% with that ankle. And
So he could take
sometimes
more
you never
time to
get all the way
heal,
back.
or is it one of them like fear injuries that like he's scared to
Yeah,
re-injure, so he teetering around
probably
it.
mental.
Yeah, I
It
think it's
could be
mental.
that. It could be the muscle ain't got strong enough yet, or it could be scar tissue in there where he don't have the same bend no more that he used to have in his ankle.
What I think is I know they're getting more talent in that wide receiver room, and he don't have enough time. So him coming off the injury, I feel like he like rushing himself back to the field, which I mean it's not okay, but I mean he ain't got enough time.
Man, I wouldn't rush shit. I'd sit out and chill.
Shit, red shirt.
Yeah.
But Coach Prime don't like that though. If you injured, you ain't no value to him, so you gonna sit that bench.
No, but he understands what Amarion Miller bring. So yeah, that boy is a playmaker.
But that's the I mean we going on 2 years in a row injury prone.
He got hurt the first year?
Yes,
Hey,
No,
yes he
he
did.
what?
Yes he did.
what LG talking about lying about? What I'm lying about, LG?
He got hurt 2 years in a row, bro.
He said not all the time, dog. Why you lying? Oh, I don't know what you talking about. Where promo at, man? He ain't helping on at all.
Yeah, I think Bromo got a lot less. I called him 2 times.
Promo, wow, man.
It's gonna be a big day tomorrow. We gonna see who's gonna get what.
It's not really, it ain't because it's gonna be terrible. They're not even gonna be able to play. I don't even want
Yeah,
to
see, they,
watch
they
it,
need to
man.
they need to change this game to another setting, bro.
Oh,
Like
it got to be earlier. They
they
pick the
actually,
same week every time, and it rained that same week every
they
time.
actually need to go play the game in Syracuse in the dome.
What about
Yeah,
Broncos?
that would be dope.
Is it indoor or no?
No, it's outdoor.
Uh, I think it's outdoor. I'm not sure, but they gotta figure this out, bro, because it's terrible, man.
Yeah, they
You
gotta
waste
play
everybody's
indoor.
time, and then everybody gonna be talking crazy. It was the worst spring game ever. So we gotta deal with that again, man.
Oh no,
The weather's so trash,
oh my god, last year was so horrible, bro.
bro. With you
Hey,
seen that weather, it's finna look like that this year.
Yeah, I know. That shit
hey,
crazy.
hold on. Bro, you don't remember LG sharing that in the group about Cash with that high grade? He had one of the highest grades as a freshman of all time.
I remember seeing something like he had a highest grade as a freshman. I don't know if it was of all time, but I remember seeing something about highest graded freshman for sure.
Yeah, he graded out the best. And I don't know about all time, but this year he got the best
Yeah.
grade. You
Oh, that's what
shared
LG
that,
said
LG.
you and
I'm
Kevin
going about
about.
what you shared, my guy.
LG, why you ain't hop on tonight, bro?
I don't think Quentin Gibson gonna see the field. Hello?
Yeah, you talking about that was last season? That's what we talking about last season. Well, okay. Out of all the freshmen, he got the best grade of all our freshman linemen of all time. Like I can say that.
I don't know what
He
happened. I
looked
got
clean and
kicked.
white.
LG, why you hop on, man? You don't never want to hop on when I'm on. I ain't got to bless the stage with you yet. Q6 definitely getting bubble screen or something.
Oh yeah. Hey,
What's up
I'm
with
telling
these
y'all,
numbers? Oh, go ahead.
Q finna take off because they had him mic'd up the other day. When Prime them showcase you, you finna be somebody.
Yeah.
My thing is, you have Isaiah Hards in that room. Why would he see the field before Isaiah Hards?
Who
He
Q6?
faster than him.
That don't mean nothing.
He faster than him,
His
man.
confidence. Y'all see that dude? He got that Travis Hunter confidence.
Isaiah
Hmm.
Hards got confidence too now. Don't we not sincere do that.
I'm saying he got that Floyd Mayweather confidence, dog. Like,
Okay.
He got that you can't beat me. You can't do nothing with me. I like Hards though. I see he was on what's the name podcast with Darius.
Like he been waiting for his time, bro. I don't think he's gonna see the field, bro. Like
I'm glad he playing one side. I don't want man. Leave that for Travis, bro.
you remember they Coach Fran gave Tyler Brown away?
Yeah, man. Stop that. Tiger, you cut out if you talking. Oh, he got on mute. Yeah, they need to chill on that, bro. That need to be over with, dog.
When I seen him get Tyler Brown, I was like, yeah, bro, it's over with. We gotta stop.
They
Coach
were
Prime,
doing too much.
he just doing anything now.
Tiger, you good?
I'm back. Al Big
Oh,
Hurt
okay.
calling me. He was
Oh,
letting me know
okay.
he was at work. He was like, I had to jump out. I was at work.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm about to hop on off too. You gonna hop on tomorrow for the during the game, after, before?
I'm probably gonna jump on after the game because I don't want y'all to hear me cussing if it's trash. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
gonna be trash for
So
sure.
yeah, after the game I'll jump on and we'll talk about it.
Everybody gonna be. I
All
don't
right.
know. A lot of people say gonna be on as of the game.
Yeah. Facts, bro. Stop with the two way. Yeah, the two-way stuff gotta stop, man. But all right, I'm gonna catch y'all boys tomorrow, man. Y'all be cool.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, bro.
All right.
Oh
All right.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm about to shut it down too, man. I gotta get up in the morning and I'm going to see my mom tomorrow. So I'll see y'all fellas after the scrimmage tomorrow, man. So hold on. Before I leave, who's gonna have the best day at scrimmage tomorrow? Who's gonna have the best game? Oh, did I leave? Did I cut out? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Oh,
somebody like Farrakhan, because I think like the younger guys are going to get more reps. so they'll be able to make more plays. Or Hood.
Well, I don't even know if Hood. Oh, you talking about the running back Hood?
Yeah, running back Hood. Yeah,
I think number 8. Oh, dang.
yeah.
LG talking about Juju.
Maybe, yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. That's a good one. Cause he'll get like a lot of reps. Cause I can see Salt playing maybe the first couple series, and then
Yeah.
Juju
But
get a lot of reps.
I think number 8, the wide receiver, gonna have the best day. Like I say, all the quarterbacks trust him. So
Mm-hmm.
if
Mm-hmm.
he in with whoever he in with, the quarterback gonna look his way. So I think
Yeah.
he's gonna have the best day. I don't know. And 6 might get off tomorrow too. Elder
Yeah.
Bear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Q6 might get off.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. We'll see though.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
think that I think that his defense will get off though.
Yeah. Y'all think Taj McCoy gonna play in the spring game?
No.
Well, he been playing at practice, and you notice like Warren Sapp don't talk to him, but he at practice though.
Was he out there today? He
I
wasn't
didn't.
out there today. Prime was talking in the camera. He wasn't out
Oh,
there.
okay. I didn't watch today. I was working today, so I didn't watch.
Yeah. Mm-mm. He not out there.
Yeah, they say no.
Yeah.
As you say, he's not gonna be out there.
Mm-mm. I doubt it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I doubt it.
Yeah. Well,
All
all right.
right, then, bro. I'll holler at
Yeah.
you tomorrow, brother.
All right. Y'all be safe.
All right.